Hi everyone. How we all feeling? How we all doing? We all happy? We all sad? We all got good vibes? We all got bad ones? Thoughts? How are we feeling on this not fine at all Sunday? Oh. Still like 4 more days until I get my damn AC back, chat, and it is a real hassle. It wasn't so bad yesterday, it was a little cooler. It's getting hot again today. It's already soaring out there. Temperature, it is sad. It saps me of all my energy. No, I'm not good, Laffy. I'm not good. I don't want to be here, but I already scheduled the stream, so we're stuck here. My throat is sore from learning new vocal techniques as well, but you know, it is what it is. Although I am tempted, honestly, to cancel if there's just 4 people. No shade to the 4 people here. Shout outs to you. You're goated, but yeah, if no one wants to watch, then I could just read it myself. Okay, now there's a couple more people. Now I can't really do that. Okay, now there's a couple more people. Now I am obligated to actually do it. Hi Dorian. Oh. Hopefully, chat, you all did your homework last time because you had to read chapter 4. You all did it, right? You all did your homework. You all did it. We saw where Elysium and Thorns met up, right? You did your homework. Why is no one saying anything? Okay, I'll just assume, class, you all did your homework. I'll assume that you're all silently nodding at your desks. I remember, like, none of the voices I gave anyone. You really threatened destroying the Markiplier hair tough? She did do that. I honestly, like, hope this kid dies. I fucking hate this kid. How dare she? That must be the reason they didn't get Markiplier to voice Elysium, is the Markiplier hair strand was ripped out. That is truly tragic. Dorian, you're not clever and cute with that. Come on, you should have done your homework. Alright. Ugh. You know what, chat? I'm gonna go grab something to drink that will hopefully get my energy up, and then we're gonna start, okay, chat? Fucking what? Ad popping up on my damn stream. I was fucking trying to monitor it. Well, I guess I'm glad that ads work on the streams, but not really important now. All right, chat. I've got your Minecraft parkour. I'm gonna turn this on. You're gonna have your engagement video in the corner. I'm gonna get something to drink that will hopefully give me energy, and then we'll start. Okay, chat? Okay? Are we okay? Alright, so watch your engagement video for now.
I'll be back in a moment.
Okay, 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 Jim. Okay. Alright, let's pop this open. Alright. Feeling the energy, I'm feeling the vibes. Okay. Now, do I remember literally any voices that I gave anyone? No. So that's perhaps bad news. Because we're just gonna have to wing it for everything. I remember Thorns was like kind of out of it and sullen. It's not Bang Energy, no. Can have caffeine in it? Oh, it's got some. Caffeine from green coffee bean extract. There is some straight up caffeine in it, but it's not Bang Energy, no, Dorian. It is not Bang Energy. We don't have like fucking 60 grams of sugar in a can here. Ugh. Alright. Time to actually lock the fuck in. Wow, this is way more dangerous than your experiments at Rhodes Island. You used to blow up your lab like 3 or 4 times a day at most. Now you're doing it once every 15 minutes. Not the kind of data I want. Oh, don't worry. I made detailed records of all your experiments so far. Clean the desk up, won't you, Pelladita?
Sure thing. Goo.
That's just the voice she's gonna have. That's just... If at the time it feels right, that's just the voice they're gonna have. That's just how it is. As you know, I'm always watching. Road. Maybe always watching, but are you always gerbing? That's what you truly should be always doing. What is she doing here? I felt like I could use an assistant myself. Don't worry, she's clever and hardworking enough.
You're making me do all the work.
How about you go fetch some fin oil and Oriron from the warehouse?
On it!
Alright, she's gone. Now, what's the problem we're dealing with? We're not making much progress. Samples I managed to construct are well below the required standard. Really? They look good though, nice and shiny. There's a reason Corazonix is so rare. Its incredible powers are supported by an extraordinarily complex structure. Either I'm not doing this right, or my understanding of Corazonix is completely wrong. I'm not ready to manipulate true Corazonix, not even close. So, why not make more samples until you're satisfied with them? Our resources are limited. I can't use them all. Fail, I at least want to leave some behind for them. You barely started and you're already thinking about your inevitable failure. Come on, have some faith in yourself. We've worked together so many times. I have faith in you. So does Senora Tuana and, who else was there again? Well, that certain someone, at least.
And me.
Oh, hey there, Pelladita. You're back already?
I, for one, am rooting for your success.
What's in it for you, Pasquala?
Don't forget, I was the one who brought this compass here. If you screw this up, I'm screwed too. Don't send me away again when you run into trouble. I'll do what I can to help.
Well, to start with, you could help by not selling me out this time.
Believe what you want. Yeah.
Good. There are many gerb habitats, and you must properly treasure and respect all of them. The Roingus is a very beautiful creature, and it should be properly respected. Anyway, thanks for running the errand. I'm gonna adjust the direction on the transportation table. Could you sort out the ingredients?
Fine, fine. All you do is nag.
Come in.
Sorry to interrupt, Sonny. There's something I want to ask. I do remember that she was old lady voice. Transmission car on one of the salt ships just broke, and we couldn't find any material strong enough. The boss gave me those materials for the compass, but we just need a little.
How much?
100 grams.
Pasquala will fetch it.
Kidding me? That's everything we've got.
Go.
What?
Just go. We don't need it for the experiments just yet.
Oh, just gracias. I'm sorry for asking at a time like this, Senora Juana said the compass takes priority over everything else. I future of the whole fleet's on you. Isidro?
Please don't say that.
Is it not going well?
Don't you worry, Senora. It's only been a few days. He's feeling stressed, that's all. If you ask me, it's a good thing. Nothing like a little pressure to keep you sharp.
Word of advice, Isidro. Whatever happens in the lab, good or bad, don't tell a soul. Resentment towards Juan has been growing for years due to her radical decisions. Her totally tubular decisions, bro. Many are watching closely, waiting for the slightest slip-up. Waiting for the chance to take leadership from her.
Didn't realize there'd be so many complications when I agreed to repair the compass. What about you, Senora Teach? One of the people watching?
Of course I'm watching you, Jamal, but I don't give a Zenfin's ass about the compass. I only care about water. If you fail, it's up to me to keep her safe, and, you know, it's up to me to be the one the tumbler ships are with if you die.
Fast though, makes you wonder why there isn't a cartoon or something inspired by them. Roinguses? Indeed, Rajak. They are they're very fast. Or very quick. They move directionally immaculately as well. And you better believe they can get vertical. You better believe in the Arknight's world, Jerboa people are shattering the NBA. And what?
And keep you all from being torn to pieces by a horde of angry pirates. This is a pirate ship, and don't you forget that.
Thorns? Isidro does not answer. His expression is grave. The shadows on his face hang like heavy curtains in the night. Several pirates are still working under the dim lamplight. They look up at the pair with probing gazes as they walk by. Isidro has never felt so intently that his every move is being watched. Starting to have second thoughts, I've got your back. Sure, the two of us could slip out by ourselves, no problem. Sorry to drag you into this, Elysium. Ah, spare me. I chose to come here. I just wanted to help them find a way out. Maybe satisfy my own desires along the way, but things here are far more complicated than I thought. Far too many people place their hopes in me. This compass. Some of their hopes are even contradictory. Some want me to succeed, some want me to fail, others want me to do nothing at all. I don't like it. I feel you, amigo. That's how people are. Anything you do is inevitably going to affect someone else. Not saying you need to feel responsible, but it couldn't hurt to give it some thought. The whole thing makes my head hurt. I'd much rather be working alone. You haven't been alone for a long time now, buddy. We been them boys! You really gave Teach all this in you? Did Pasquale tell you? Oh, you needn't worry about that. I certainly didn't order her to show up at your lab. I realized you'd rather not be bothered. I just felt compelled to check on your progress. You need more sinew? Unless my eyes deceive me, that wasn't saltfin sinew. That was taken from Seaborn. I thought you wiped out the Seaborn on the salt flat. Wait, are you gonna kill it? But come with me. Bruce would have done the same. Alright, this guy I remember. This guy had like the Braum voice because he kind of looked like Pirate Braum. So he has the Russian accent or whatever. I told you Juana wouldn't listen, and then it was Javier. They're like, yeah, no man, yeah man. Get out of my head, man! Get out of my head, man! See that? Fucking he is now. I know! I didn't think even from learning about the conversation with the shipwright, man. She was gonna talk to them yesterday. We talked about work. What's there to hide? These may not have realized, but I have. It doesn't take that much sinew to fix a transmission core, man. We knew all along. What are your next plans, man? The compass repairs will grind to a halt without enough material. All what stops you is a little material shortage, man. So go get more with the kid.
I heard it was taken from the sea monsters Captain Cruz killed, but there aren't any sea monsters around anymore.
Oh, man, I've seen it.
So, the rumors were true?
Doesn't matter anymore. What matters is what we can do while she's gone.
Hey, Belladita, have you seen Thorns? Did he head to the lab already? At this hour? No clue. He didn't come back last night. Waited all night. Hey, chat, you'll have to tell me because I often have the stream up to like monitor it like on a second monitor, make sure like I have several things like sorted out, and one of them is the stream, and like just tell me if like there's too many ads. Like there's gonna be some, cause like I'll be honest, I do like making a little money, but just tell me if it's like too many, and I can look into potentially doing less. I don't want it to actually like affect the quality of the viewing experience too much. Technically, having any ads affects the quality of the viewing experience, but you get what I mean. We're certainly not doing like aggressive monetization here. Did he get to the lab already? At this hour? Oh wait, no, we already did that. Waited all night for him?
Not me, Nene. Laid down at the door and didn't budge all night.
That's odd. I'll check out the lab. Go get some sleep. Can't work without sleep. No point trying to play it tough. It'll wake you up if there's anything. I'll wake you up if there's anything.
Did he really think I could fall asleep at a time like this? That guy's loco.
Excuse me, are you looking for someone?
Is Pascual here, man?
Meanwhile, the sound of clashing swords. You like money? No way, yeah. It does turn out, chat, that money is cool. Shockingly.
Oh my goodness, he is given money. The sound of clashing swords echoes through the cave. Citro slices a sharp arc in the air, cutting cleanly through the seabone's flesh. The creature is restless, its appendages flailing wildly. Blades embedded within its limbs streak across the air like shooting stars.
Noises! A fencer's rapier, a bladecaster's sword wand, a knight's greatsword, an assassin's dagger, a samurai's katana. One after another, they rush towards the Citro, threatening to overwhelm his vision. Bring back Mandragora. That's literally not my decision, Akron. That's not my decision. She died. I can't bring her back. I don't have that power. I'm not the fucking Akshan. I can't passively resurrect people. I lack that ability. I can guarantee that Oblana will become playable when she becomes playable. That I can guarantee, you know. I can guarantee that Dublin's leader, or I guess former leader, I think Reed technically takes over the role. He's crying on every stream. Fair. I mean, that would be me if something happened to Dorothy, I suppose, so. But luckily I don't have to worry about that, because Dorothy is immortal and unkillable. The unkillable Jerboa Queen. All roads lead to her. Let me try something. Oh, let's see if from not warmed up at all I can fucking execute. Oh fuck, my mic fell over. Sit up. Roingus, grab the mic. Don't let it fall over, okay? Here we go. Let's see if I can fucking pull this off at all. Not warmed up at all. Fuck.
I don't know if I can do it. I haven't warmed up at all. I want to make the fucking wacky ass fry scream noises for the fucking Seaborn. Bring back Dorothy's mom, the MILF we never had. True. Oh. Yeah, not really. That's not really. That wasn't very good. I'm not warmed up. That's so sad. Maybe fucking later in the stream I'll fucking nail some of those techniques. They're still very new to me. I just learned them, so just learned some of these new creature vocalization techniques, so I gotta practice them before I can. A couple read-alongs down the line, it's gonna be heat. You better believe. I used to ask myself every day, why wasn't I the one who was devoured? It's your burden to bear, so why leave it to me? You were the one who should have sat in the captain's chair, and I should have been your helmswoman, drenched from head to toe by the ocean spray. Oh, how I've loathed you for this cruise. The night wind of the salt flat carries a familiar smell of brine, of pickles. A single tear falls from the corner of one's eye, scattered by the wind before it hits the ground. Your sword play has improved tremendously. I thought it would take more time. I'm sorry. For what? I'd have joined you in that cave if I weren't recovering from my injuries. Were you crying? What did I tell you about asking a lady a question she'd rather not answer? My apologies, I guess. Hey, you know what, Thorns? You know, this happens. You think you're asking a woman the right questions, and you don't even realize they're wrong. And you're like, oh, are you crying? Are you okay? Well, in this scenario, that was the wrong time to ask it. Unlucky. Oh. Also, yes, Laffy. Don't forget to add. I will add those two to the polls. Don't worry. I like having it for this because I actually want a Blana. Alternates got all enjoy the revenue seaboard choking noises. The great thing about that is, Rod, that those like new techniques, they are incredibly unlike vocally straining. Once you master it, they're very unvocally straining because that sound does not come from the vocal cords like at all. It essentially comes from, it's almost like a like pure like whispering gasp that's textured by closing the muscles in your throat almost like you're choking. And by mastering it, you can do that shit for hours and it won't make your throat sore. Like already, my throat is sore right now from learning these, but in a very different way. Most of the time when you have a sore throat, I'm sure everybody who has had one can attest, it's like a scratchy feeling. Most of the time it's like a scratchy, dry, almost blistery type feel. I have like, it like actually like muscle soreness feeling of it, like an achy, like, because it's not necessarily my vocal cords, it's like the muscles in the back of my throat and some of these, as well as my false cords, which are just things that you don't generally use. Which, if you don't know what false chords are, if I take a very deep sigh like that is false chords generally, and they're also like what you use in like the throat singing. When you go when you with the like you use those, but you gotta be good at doing that, which takes time. Gotta learn it. Yeah. That's just a little, that's a little treat for you, chat. That's a little window into my, I don't know, voice work and stuff that I'm learning right now for that, so. Oh, cool, you gained 5 cool points. That feels so fucking... Saying that, oh, that's so cool, you gained 5 cool points feels so, like, fucking, I don't know, ooh. Sorry, Kai. I'm like vaguely explaining new creature vocalization techniques that I'm learning for my voice work. Sorry. That's completely unrelated to the story. There's no need for you to feel bad. I was planning to ask you to kill, it eventually, once you're strong enough. It just moved up the schedule. You must be incredibly talented with a blade to have accomplished it so soon. It had a sword with the name Cruz on it. Thought you should have it. I still haven't delivered the killing blow. You can still say goodbye. Want. Gracias, but no. Unless the Seaborn rise, its appendages twitching as swords scrape dully against one another. But this sound soon fades, along with the Seaborn's feeble breathing. Juana knows that the last vestige of its life is slipping away. With its last bit of strength, it lifts itself from the ground, using swords, impaling it as support. I'm sorry for imprisoning you in this cave for so long. Your suffering will end soon. I'm glad I met that boy, so you can meet your end by the sword in an honorable duel, rather than being put down as a monster. So many have failed, but he succeeded. If he's willing to go out to sea with us, surely he would be your equal as captain. Juana approaches the creature, places a hand upon its smooth face. Fuck! I won't explain much more. Yeah. Well, that is nicer, Rajak. I won't explain much more of it. Oh my god, I just realized an ad popped up in the fucking Minecraft parkour as well. That's crazy. YouTube's fucking making sure, goddamn sure, there's ads everywhere here. Yeah, I mean, there's obviously people much more knowledgeable because I'm learning from those people, but like, yeah, it's good. I want to approach the creature. Place hand on my smoothly gazing claw's eyes. It struggles as it senses her approach. Its once strong appendages betray it, and it falls to the ground. Juana holds its head and places it upon her knees. The light-emitting organ on its forehead dims. One is reminded of that night many years ago when she saw a tiny sailboat from beneath the surface. On that boat stood a young man, gazing curiously into the water, lamp in hand. May your soul be freed from the salt flat and return to the ocean with the clouds and rain. May we meet again on the boundless ocean. Farewell, my love. Juana feels a singing pain in her chest. This is good. A sign that she still lives and has not been numbed over the past century. Deep in the ocean, in an 8-year city, the years pass like a single day. Deep in the salt flat, in an Iberian settlement, life is bland as water. It is only upon the waves and strife and struggle that her blood flows, that her heart beats. Only then that she feels hunger, the desire to take a bite out of tomorrow and cough violently at its taste. You will bite out the shape of the future, one mouthful at a time, and down it with bitter brine. Always with the brine right now.
Let go of me, you piece of fin shit. Juana and Isidro will have you all killed when they see what you're doing to me.
Man, shut up, man!
Fin shit.
I've said a word, Russ! It's gonna be right soon. You leave with the chica. I'll look for the compass in the boss room and catch up once I find it. I'm not quite sure I understand what's going on here. Is this a mutiny? Can someone explain things better to me? Do we hand team over too? Alright, man. Thorns won't. Finally, some peace and quiet. My god, it's fucking Nene again. What does Nene use as a weapon, chat? What do we think, a whip? What do we think? Do we think Nene uses a whip, chat? Thoughts? Or that Rajek 6969 was taken. Yeah. Funnily enough, for me, it's totally fine because Living Rain wasn't taken. The same way Living Rain has never been taken on anything I've ever wanted to make an account for with the channel name. Living Rain has never been taken. He uses a club. No! Do you get it? Laffy, a whip? Nene uses a whip? He simultaneously whips and nays? Are you all seeing the vision?
Come on, over here.
She tries to signal it with her eyes, but Roos and Javier's footsteps send it back into hiding. She grits her teeth and opens her eyes wide, trying to put on the fiercest look she can muster to scare it into coming out. What, man? Soak out of your eyes? Just leave her be. Wish I could, but the way she's scrunching her face is an eyesore. Nothing, man. Let me take a look. As Roos approaches, Pasquale struggles even harder against her fetters. It is until she catches a glimpse of Elysium slowly edging towards the table and the salt fin beneath, slowly edging on the table. Struggling keeps her gaze firmly on the duo in front of her, doing her utmost not to avert her eyes even a little bit. Nene, what are you doing here? What's this on your fin? That's Elysium's flag. Something must have happened back at the fleet. Let's hurry. He never leaves without his flag. No man ever leaves their home without their flag. I tell you what, I wake up every day, shit the bed, kiss a picture of every single president of the United States, then go outside with my flag after taking a shower. Tell you what, man never leaves his flag in his home. He takes his flag with him everywhere. Tell you what. Now we know something ain't right. Give it up already, will you? Don't blame me for handing you over to the Inquisition. We all have to look out for ourselves. Take the cloth out of your mouths if you'll quiet down.
No, I'll be quiet.
Yeah, if you know what's good for you.
But even if you hand us in the compass over, that doesn't mean things will end well for you. Ever thought about that?
Yeah. The bodies of your dead crewmates are still decorating the flagpole outside of town. You sure you want to end up joining them? No, they would not do that to me. Do you think they would lie? People wouldn't lie. In general? On the internet or in real life? No, not here, man. Where's the blessed compass? Saval puts it back every night. Is this what you're looking for, Javi? Shouldn't have come back so soon, Juana. On the contrary, I think I've returned at precisely the right time. Senora, hey, I don't have a choice, man. Put that knife down, Javi. I taught you how to use it. You don't stand a chance. You're injured. Might not even be that hard. How did it come to this? What dissatisfaction could possibly have driven you to point your blade at me? I was never unhappy with you, man. Support every decision you made, every idea you ever had, man. When my mother led me, you took my hand and said we were family. But then I realized that you just didn't make the nachos the way Madre used to, and I was like, without her, without the nachos, there's no reason to live, man. 5 years down the line, someone will pull up the bot of this stream and cancel me for this. Actually, what am I saying? I fucking did the stereotypical Asian voice for characters in like Yan events we've done for read-alongs. That's what I'll get canceled for. This dude's just like Spanish. He's not from Bolivar. He's not like Mexican or anything. He's Spanish, so he's European. So I can say what I want. Fuck you, EU. Unless there's any Europeans watching, in which case keep watching. You're the good ones. No! I lost viewers! They must have been from Europe. Damn it! This is so sad. This is them, man. Never been unhappy with you. Then why? It's for your own good, Juana, for you. Lies, I'm standing right here. Tell me, how is it for my own good when you're pointing a blade at me? Okay, to be fair, that's not exactly a fair statement, because if it's like, well, tell me, how is it for my own good that you're like forcibly stopping me from injecting heroin into me, huh? Like, that's, I don't know. Wouldn't want EU people anyways, for real, yeah. Always being all like European and shit, it's weird. Stop. The one I know and put the entire fleet in danger for her own selfish desires, man. She's a brave and wise leader we can trust. You're not her. You're just spit it out. Just a pathetic woman who refuses to face reality, man. Drowning herself in the passions of the past. I've told you time and time again, the ocean is not our past, it's our future. That's what you want to believe, man. No one else in the fleet does. The old generation's dead. The stories they told should have died with them. Give me the compass, Juana. Don't make me take it, man. I'd like to see you try. Don't you understand, man? You really think I made the decision to hand it over to the Inquisition on my own? Oh my god, the whole squad just rolled up. A mutiny. So this is what was waiting for me. What a surprise. All I want is a compass, man. All they want is a peaceful future. Give us what we want. You can still be our leader, man. Nothing has to change. Nothing will change. Don't tell me you actually believe that, Javi. Stop fooling yourself. At the very least, I wouldn't trust you like before. You're right, man.
Sorry to do this to you. Sorry to do this to you, boss. But the sea is no place to go home. We just want to leave the flat and live a better life.
Put down your weapons, go back to your tents, and I'll pretend none of this happened. We out of options, man, so we can't keep fooling ourselves. Yeah. Sorry I'm late. Ugh. Let go of me. Hey, don't fucking put another ad in YouTube on my Minecraft parkour. They won't. They'll get the revenue from me seeing the ad. You won't get to show it to my audience though. You come to me specifically for that.
The hell I will, you fin shit eater! I still got the marks from the ropes!
Ugh.
You said nobody. You said nobody would know about this mutiny, Javier.
You said nobody. Nobody would know. Mierda! I found Senor Ruiz lost on the salt flat, so I brought him back.
What's this about, Javier?
Now, I wouldn't make any wrong moves if I were you. Not if you still care about your friend here.
Shut up! This is none of your business outside here. What do we do? Oh no!
Alright, what do you suggest we do then, man? To fight them, of course! Burn that blast down to the ground and take back what's ours! Going against the boss over some fin shit scheme to kneel before the Inquisition? You lose your spine like a gutted fin?
They killed so many of us and took our supplies, and you can't wait to grovel to them, Javier? I know what, I taught you better than that.
With that wound, they can barely muster up half a scrap of food. How are we supposed to fight, man?
Besides, those Inquisition Capulos wouldn't even be after us if that dumb girl didn't bring the compass here.
Senora Juana? So just give them the girl! What do you think you're doing turning yourselves in along with her? Teach?
Enough.
Enough, this is not helping.
Yeah, why haven't we handed her over yet? Yeah, Senora, if I may say something.
You shut your mouth, man! You shut your mouth! Shut up!
Cold sweat runs down Pascal's back as the pirates point their cutlasses at her. She hopes and tries to wipe her sweaty palms on her pants. Yeah. Oh, it's like the fucking meme scene from Tangled. Dude smiling and then the like 20 knives pointed at him. She knows there's only ever one way to get what she wants. Fight for it with her own two hands. Come on, guys. What are you doing to one little girl?
Hirohito, you...
So many adults in the room and the best you come up with is to hand over a child?
Enough already!
Hey, I'm speaking up for you.
I know, but I can speak for myself. You folks want to hand me over? Sure, why not? I get why you don't want to beat the fin shit out of me, and I'm sure you get why I scammed you. Violence and deception, that's how we survive. That's all we know. But you know how they do things in town. Do you really think handing me and the compass over will help you even one bit? If you don't, the Inquisition Master will keep hunting you, and that won't go so well for you either, no?
And so what's your point? We're screwed either way?
What's a take that put you in this situation, eh? Alright, do you want mine, chat? Do you want mine? Do you want mine for this? Tomboys are overrated. Now let me explain. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's just not the end-all be-all. It's totally... girly pop is totally fine. Whether a woman is has more traditionally feminine or masculine hobbies or manner of dress is fine. Both are fine. Both have their time and place. One is not definitively better than the other. Stop fucking YouTube! Stop putting fucking other advertisements on. You're supposed to pay me for that. Alright. Like now, chat. I've drank a lot, and I'm gonna go piss while you guys all debate and think on what I just told you. So I'm gonna go take a piss. You all can bark up this tree, but I've seen everyone do it before, and it hasn't changed my opinion. Alright. Yo, really? I come back and the only extra thing that I see is femboy propaganda? Also, how is it femboy propaganda to say that, like, I think feminine women are just as, like, quote-unquote traditionally feminine women are just as cool and cute and nice as tomboys? How is that femboy propaganda? Takes a while to clean the keyboard. That's true. Is it quick? I just had to piss, man. What do you mean that's good? I have to piss and then wash my hands. That does not take that long. Tomboys would go bouldering, though. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some girly pops that would do it, too. A femboy propaganda? I'm not really interested. You know what? I mean, I guess, you know what? Another take in the anime community that would have me like this. I don't really get the femboy appeal. I would rather it's just a woman. That's another take that would have me like that. I don't really like traps at all. I don't get it. It's not for me. If you do, respect. It is June after all still. So, you know, it's still your month if you do. Who am I to judge you?
One week. Give us 1 week to fix up that compass.
Yes, I need just a little more time.
If he succeeds, the compass will guide us to the sea where those finchets will never find us again. If he doesn't, well, it won't be too late to hand me over and see how that goes.
Not like we could escape with the whole crew watching our every move. What difference could 1 week make?
In Iberia, you escape one barren hellhole only to end up in another. This country fucking sucks, believe me. Outside the country, your life isn't your own without cold hard cash. It belongs to whoever's paying you. Juana isn't taking you out to sea just to die. What do you think she's trying to do? You know better than me how smart she is. She'd have been way better off leaving your sorry asses behind ages ago. She held your lives in her hands and made you work for pennies, but she didn't. She just wanted you to be free. That compass is your ticket to... YouTube, I caught you this time. I caught you trying to fucking advertise for someone else. And then fucking... Then a fucking one shows up on, like, my stream. Is it just me, or is it just YouTube? Just more and more ads. The more time goes on, more and more ads on YouTube. And then it's like, no, why does everyone want to use ad blockers? And it's like, most of the YouTube viewing I do is on the YouTube app on my phone. So that it doesn't have ad blockers, but like, it tempts me. When you're just like giving me ads all the fucking time, it really tempts me to use an ad blocker, because it's like, it's becoming as obtrusive as like traditional TV. Which is pretty damn obtrusive advertising-wise. Good. Let me tell you, the only like TV that's not like, one thing that I can 100% say, you know, soccer may not be my favorite sport. It alternates with hockey for second or third. They both are behind American football, but like one thing I gotta say, that association football, I love that it doesn't stop for like 45 minutes, so there can't be ads. There's no ads for either half, because you can't, because it doesn't stop. That I like. That's nice. You cannot put the obtrusive ads. That's nice. I like that. Pasquale feels like her heart is about to leap from her chest. Her clothes are soaked with sweat. The room is completely silent. She forces a smile and turns to look at Juana, Teach, Isidro, and Elysium behind her, who answer with approving eyes. Still letting that all sink in? I ain't got no problem waiting a week, but someone will be watching you the whole time. Okay, this dude's Twitch now. I was hiding. Fine by us. Anyone else? Man, I object. I say I object, man. You let the teenage girl make a fool of you like this, man? You think she knows the first thing about compasses of sailing, man? I promise you, we get that compass and give it to the Inquisition, then. I am sorry, Javier. Then puts on weapons, then another. One by one, they walk out of the captain's quarters. Only Javier and Juana are left facing off. I have a mission for you, Rus, Javier. You're not to return to the fleet until it's completed. Go and pack up. You leave at nightfall. Let's go, Javier. One of the characters who's playable spoke up. Us NPCs never stood a chance. It is unlucky. Remember Twitch sounded like? Yeah, fun fact, Laffy, just real quick, go back to the voice stuff. I recently got, not necessarily cast in something yet, but I got fucking shortlisted for a role, and like the voice reference was Twitch from League, and I'm like, oh, that's easy. I can actually just nail Twitch and his fucking... There's a smell you can feel! I was hiding! That little fucking rat bastard with his crossbow. How's it going? We've almost reached the deadline. If, and I mean if we fail, how about you just don't fail? Senora Juana gave you her full support. Think of everything she's done for this. Exiling Javier and Roos, two of her most trusted crewmates. She even killed her own. Enough, Pasquale. He knows what needs to be done.
Stop sighing your heart out.
Just make this guy, like, make this guy fucking Aatrox and your guy Twitch. Just make them completely opposites.
Let's see if I can pull this off. Stop sighing your heart out.
Today's the day. Aren't you anxious?
What's the use of worrying? Just think about what life would be like if that compass really paid off.
Aye, but what if he fails? Man, they're really packed around the room. Not even a grain of salt could slip through. I have a bad feeling about this. Come on, don't jinx us like that. Still, he's refused any help these last few days, holding himself up in his lab. He wouldn't let us participate, not even today. Said the experiments require precise control. Said that he didn't want to be disturbed, but I know anything about him, and I definitely do. He's doing this because he doesn't want to drag anyone else into it. What do you mean? Maybe he's preparing to fail. The repairs aren't done yet, are they? Just how Thorns is. He always expects the worst and braces himself for it. What was that? The layers of art's energy feel... Layers of art's energy... The layers of art's energy field on the transmutation table collapsed in an instant. Metallic substance that had gleamed with a shiny glow a moment ago is now a pile of charred mud. Isidro pulled the probe back just in time to avoid damaging it, but the compass parts he had assembled now lie in pieces. Isidro runs his fingers through the black mud, trying to figure out the reason for the failure, but the mud holds no answers. All the clever ideas, the well-laid plans he'd put into it are nowhere to be found. We're out of time. Why did I think I could replicate it in such a short time? Should have known better. Master said it took even the most skilled alchemists decades to create Corazonics. Who did I think I was? Did I think I was a Mary Sue? Did I think I was Neural? Who did I think I was fooling? The rusted Corazonix lies still in his pocket, as though mocking his incompetence. What happened? He needed no answer. Broken bars litter the ground. The young man sits with his head hanging. I'm sorry, Juana. I failed. It's alright, Isidro. This was my own choice. I'll face the consequences. It's too risky. You heard the news, man. The kid failed. The compass is destroyed, man. All the more reason you shouldn't go. The Inquisition's demands were the compass and blueprints for a assault ship. Are they supposed to parlay when we've got neither? Nobody said anything about delivering them personally. Or to tell them where to pick them up themselves, man. You look like someone who can be reasoned with. If you mean the mail I sent to parlay was too vulgar for you, no need to mince words. No, what I mean is that you must understand that trust is the basis for all cooperation. I went to come myself if it wasn't trustworthy. And yet you've come empty-handed, asking me to go into the salt flat myself to retrieve the bargaining chips you're promising? How am I supposed to know you're not leading me into an ambush with 100 bandits armed to the teeth waiting for me? Well, maybe I'm offering you more than just got compass and blueprints, but also location of the pirate base and crewmen who already know how to sail a salt ship? No, Javier, this was supposed to give us a safe future, not to make us their lives. Still better than falling one into a watery death without the compass. Besides, if you can understand, they can too. They'll cooperate when the Inquisition shows up. What's about? What they built, Juana?
She's fucked, Russ. That's what about Juana. She is, if we go through with this, screwed. That is the what about Juana.
If I'm putting my chips on the table, then I need more return, man. Spare Juana.
What was Anastasio? Was he like Scottish or something?
Was he Scottish or something? You will personally lead the way. Negotiations are not yet over, Senor Alguacil. Is that my concern? Is that my concern?
What were you thinking? He clearly isn't here in good faith. This so-called base of theirs is most certainly a trap. We say this again, we have neither the manpower nor the resources for another major campaign.
My men are in good shape. As for yours, I will ensure they are ready.
I do not doubt your ability, but even if you do defeat the bandits, we cannot afford any more casualties. Jesus Christ, YouTube! How many ads? Fucking hell. I'm curious. How long even have we gone into this video? 2 unskippable 15-second ads this time. How far are we into this video? I think this would be a real, like, wake-up call of, like, here you go, YouTube. This is why people keep using ad block. We are 48 minutes in. Out of, like, a 4-hour video. There's been, like, 7 or 8 ads. 6, 7, 8, something like that ads already. Like, there's gonna be, like, over 20 ads in one YouTube video. That's crazy. That's insane. What the fuck? That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, YouTube? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, you fucking kidding me? You fucking bricks, you fucking kidding me?
Also chat, I have to real quick do something, so you're gonna real quick get just the intro screen. We won't have the music, but just real quick, you can get the intro screen, because I gotta do something. Just a random thing that definitely is not relevant right now. Default, like, a Windows Media Player really sucks ass. I like when you can't, like, move a video, like, forward or back. You just have to, like, pause it at, like, the right time that you want it, or you gotta, like, restart the whole thing to get it there. I do like that. I do like that that's a thing. That's definitely not relevant to anything, and I wasn't definitely just looked away from something for a second too long, and I have to restart these 2 hours to get back to where I was. I love that. That's not right. That's right. That's correct. Okay. Alright. It is seriously fucking crazy how many fucking ads they fucking throwing in this shit.
Your negotiations, your deals, none of this is my concern. I've gleaned the location of my enemies, and now I'll act. The ships the bandits are using their sin shall be put to the torch, along with their blueprints. As for the sinners, I'll exterminate them.
It's nothing bad, just... So you know the, like, vocal techniques I'm talking about? It's like a 4-hour, like, 4-hour, like, workshop, like, video thing. And I'm, like, going through and taking notes and everything. And the annoying thing is that, like I said, the, like, default, like, Windows Media Player, for whatever reason, I cannot move, like, the like, needle of, like, where it is. From, like, whether I want it to be at 1 minute or an hour, I can't move it. I just have to let it play for that. I can't even do the, like, 30-second skip ahead. It doesn't work. So I literally, if I last left off at 2 hours and 10 minutes, which I did, if I overshoot that, I have to reopen the video and let it run and catch it when it's close to 2 hours and 10 minutes. Because I overshot it, because I stopped paying attention to it for a minute and it was like 2:25. So I had to restart it all. And now hopefully, by the end of this stream, I'll have caught it at a good time, and I'll be able to continue that after the stream. Under whose authority? The clerics you command grew up in error. We've gone through countless hardships together.
Yeah, yet you fail to understand them. Nay, you have betrayed them. So why do you assume they'll listen to you?
I can't believe she let us leave. Or should we be tied up and handed over the Inquisition?
Shh. I know no amount of apologies will make up for your loss.
I suppose this is the end, Isidro. You needn't worry, I don't blame you, it's not your fault. I accepted the consequences when I made my choice. I'm just very, very angry.
I know it was you who bore the brunt of your crew's wrath for us, and I know it was you who saved Pasquale's life. Maybe you could come with us? You would certainly be in grave danger if you stay, Senora.
Oh, weren't you discussing how you'd escape earlier? Here's your chance. I'm the leader of the fleet. I won't abandon my crew. This was my oath to cruise, and one which I'll never turn my back on.
Senora Juana, there's something I need to return to you.
You can keep the clothes and the sword. Consider it payment for your troubles.
No, not that.
What else is there?
The young man reaches into his pocket, but suddenly stops and he lets out a slow breath. Takes out an object. Oh my goodness, it's a goddamn what? What is that?
Compass? No, I don't understand. If it's undamaged, then where's that debris in the lab? If you haven't been repairing the compass, then what have you been doing? Answer me!
The destroyed compass was a replica. I never touched the original.
Yeah. What? How come you never told me? When'd you make that switch?
I never told anyone.
I don't understand. Why?
The Corazonix in the compass was far more complex than I expected. If I'm unable to replicate it perfectly, that means I haven't understood its true nature. In which case, attempting to manipulate the actual Corazonix could only lead to failure. But I couldn't afford to fail. Hopes, the future of the fleet, fate of Elysium and Pasquale, all that was on my shoulders, so... If I was doomed to fail, I thought I should at least limit the damage. Why I tried to replicate the Corazonix. If I proved incapable of understanding it, at least you could keep the original and find a better alchemist. I left some of the tears you gave me behind for the fleet as well. I'm sorry. I tried. Isidro, is this your idea of giving it your all? Chance of failure was at least 87%. Was the safest way I could think of. Are you that afraid of failure? Even if the chance of success were 1 in 10,000, I would have wagered everything on it. That's not experimentation, that's gambling, and really, really unintelligent gambling as well. Have you ever considered the odds of getting a second chance might be even lower? Tell me, is life a gamble or an experiment? Wheaties on my way to Wheaties on our way to pick me up. Are you coming with us? My journey's not yet over. I will continue. What about you, Pasquale? Come with me. I can find you a way out of here at least. Alright. Take care, Isidro. Take care. You too. Both of you. Oh, Senor Silver. You're willing to stay. Good. Very good. Have you forgotten? I've got a bad leg. Can't go, man. No, I haven't. You were injured during the second raid, correct? See, you have forgotten. It happened on the day of the execution. You treated the wound yourself, but it ended up infected anyway. Hypothetically, if I were a better doctor and fixed your leg, would you have come with us now? Of course. Of course. I'm trying to think of a way to give this guy's voice a little more texture without doing anything hurtful, painful to the throat. I want to give it texture without hurting the throat.
Of course. Hell yeah. You better fucking believe. Yeah. What were you two discussing? It is time. Senor Anastasio? Yes. It is an honor to be working with you.
Oh, where were you, senora?
Is all the kids off?
I did what she told me to.
Take the crew and Nene. Lie low in the salt flat for a few days.
I can't leave you here by yourself.
As an order, teach. Under the moon, Isidro walks by himself through the salt flat. He might have trailed of lonely footprints. Not know how long he's walked, the entire night probably. Feels like he has a lot of people down. He let a lot of people down, but it's nobody did wrong. He feels lonely and wishes he were here with a friend. He realizes he just bid farewell to Elysium. Perhaps Wheaties already found him. Their mission will have come to a close after confirming he was safe. Perhaps he's even butt-booty blasting her. Perhaps they're discussing the journey out of the flat and their next mission even now. As for him, he'll continue his journey. Alone. Nothing wrong with that. Even was that? Well, that's just a guy laughing. It was just a guy. What's wrong with him? He's just a guy.
Oh wait, this one is Aatrox, I forgot. Shouldn't have had those extra swigs of Salt Fingaron. The guards have been eliminated. Form the alguacil that the intel is good, and prepare to advance. We're going to give them the old 1-2.
You work fast, Javier. You alone? As you can see, you should have been left unguarded. Maybe because the one who should have been protecting me is standing before me now, pointing the blade I made for him at me. Go on, kill me and the fleet is yours. One is in our custody. Keep an eye on her, but don't let her get hurt. What a joke.
How did you find this place? Which Finns had sold us out?
Even now you think only of vengeance. Meet your end, villain! Just make the warrior priest a fucking anime character. Even now, you think only of vengeance! Meet your end, villain!
Gah! What of the compass? Have you learned anything?
Nothing, Senor Alguacil. It's all rank and file thugs who can hardly string two sentences together. We won't find anything unless we go deeper into their base.
Just do not stop without my direct command. Everything here must be cleansed with fire. There's no reason to allow such tools of sin to continue to exist.
Sir! The noise rouses Isidro from his musings and causes him to halt his steps. Around and sees the dark night lit up on the horizon. It's the light of a raging fire. No. The direction of the fleet. How could it? Isidro steps forward without hesitation. It's a decision made not with reason but pure impulse. He runs as if his life depends on it, retracing his old footsteps toward the direction he came from. The same set of footprints is no longer lonely. And there he goes, making another set of footprints back the other way.
Skippity. He is going to get out his arrears.
Don't bother searching, man. You won't find it. Seth told me the kid screwed up. The compass was wrecked. It'd be no use even if you found it. Do not think to presume whether it is of use to me or not, bandit. Yeah, pardon. I have safeguarded the compass for nearly a decade and slain all who reach for. No, he's becoming more Spanish and less like Irish or Scottish.
Even if it has become dust, I must see this dust with my own eyes. Where is your leader? With the deal, one will be spared. And how does your agreement with Silva concern me? Surely the woman fled with the compass, yes? Tale of alchemical failure or ruse? A lie to protect a woman for
Oh, god damn it. Oh, he's looking crazy now. He's looking crazy now with his skinny jeans.
Instead, we need to
get back more into the Anastasio. Need to be more Anastasio. Need to be more Anastasio. No.
Needs to be the Irish, the Scottish, or something. We need to kill the sinners. A lie to protect a woman for the sake of your own desires. You too are to be cleansed. Not lying, one doesn't have the compass. Whatever's left of it is no use to her. The alchemist in his lab you should be looking for. And where might that be?
Oh, okay, these are like really hard to switch between. I can immediately get into the obvious like, hey man, what's up man? But then like switching back out of that into like the Irish or the Scottish is really hard. Or not easy to flip between.
Oh, yes. What are you saying to me? More lies. Do not make me cut you down where you stand. On the ground. Don't move a muscle.
Is it true? We'll all get pardoned if we find the compass. Are we gonna get a lighter punishment if we don't resist? Fools. Okay. You don't have to be mean about it. Cheval!
Teach, what's going on?
Javier led the Inquisition to us. Father's being held captive in the captain's quarters. Why did you come back?
I don't know. Same reason as you, probably.
Wait, is that one of your friends hiding on the opposite deck? Huh? Is that Isidro? Guess he really did come back. See, I told you. I mean, even I couldn't stay away.
Of course! I knew he'd come back when he saw the fire. He is my best amigo, after all.
What about me? Why did I have to come too? To help put out the fire?
And so that, you know, we could make out after this? Duh. So that you could look like so that you could be an A-gear right in front of the Inquisition? Duh. That always goes well. The training, I assume, though? You're not gonna be switching between a Spanish accent and like a Scottish accent in any kind of a real like, especially like hey man, to all the way to the very what are you doing to me? That's just not like It's like I mean, if you have that skill, that's cool. It's not an applicable skill. It's like spinning a basketball on your finger. Like, I guess it's a cool skill, but that's not actually applicable in a basketball game. It's like that. Ugh!
No, hang on, Yara. Elita, where's Nene? You shouldn't have come back. I said it's free in the flat. It may be weak, but better out there than getting killed by mutineers. We can't just leave you here. You don't look well. What did they do to you? Nothing, just gave me some drugs. You could have fled. You would have lived.
I didn't take you for someone who'd give up so easily.
Now that we're all here, don't we have anything better to do than just talk?
You know the Salt Flat better than anyone else in the Aura? Is there anywhere we can go?
How big is our group? Roughly 24. Excelente. Enough to commandeer a ship. Which one? La Conquista. That's the oldest one. Slower than the new salt ships. But I know it best. Besides, because they consider it an antique, it'll be lightly guarded. All the easier for us. We'll take 8 men up to the deck and get rid of the sentries. The others will go in through the side with Elysium and deal with the rest.
What about me?
It was Senora Juana. She's not at her best and won't be able to move as quickly.
Okay.
Alright. Once again, we must bring it out. The Aatrox, for this guy specifically. Once I served the light, but now I serve a new master, Oblivion.
I've been doing that Aatrox voice line like the last couple of days, like
Practicing certain things that I can do from that. And it comes from the back of the throat. Rumbles up through. What's that noise? Ugh.
My aching bones. Maybe I'm getting too old for this. The guys on the deck are out cold. Toss them overboard. Good. Climb the mast and be ready to hoist a sail at my command. Need full speed on the double. You done over there?
we got the ones below deck. Hand, please.
Now we wait for the boss.
Search inch by inch by the Alguacil's orders. We must find the compass. We've turned every room upside down, but I haven't found anything remotely like it. Keep looking. Don't miss a single nook or corner. Yes, sir.
Really great, actually. Yeah, the little Aatrox thing. Yeah. No. It's a lot easier to utilize those techniques with just a whisper. Once you start adding your voice into it, it becomes harder. But it is the safest way for your voice and your vocal health to do those types of things, because it'll be like that, like Aatrox type.
It will be coming from down here.
But then if I just add my normal voice
Voice to it. And then it can become from here, and it has a very interesting texture. But realistically,
when I take it away, this is all I'm doing with my vocal folds. This is all I'm doing with them. So guess what? I can do that shit for hours without hurting my voice, because this is normal.
The texture, if the texture that you add is something that doesn't hurt your voice, if you utilize your vocal anatomy to add texture in ways that doesn't hurt your voice, then you can do it for a really long time without hurting your voice. I mean, it's the same way that, like, yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna explain too much. Look up fucking Michael Schwalbe and fucking buy his course. It's worth the money. Buy his fucking course if you want more tips. Buy his shit. It's really good. He's really great at what he does. Metal singer for like 15 years, voice actor for 13. He knows a lot about vocal anatomy and how to do things that sound very not healthy in a healthy way. Plug for someone else. That's a plug for someone else. You know what? The fucking I have to fucking piss again. But you know what? We'll plug Michael. Yeah, let's see. We'll show his website. What cannot be found? Is his website down? Oh shit. Yeah. Well. Okay, it's science down, but you know what? This is how you spell it. Michael Schwalbe. That's how you spell it. So if you're interested, if you happen to be a voice artist interested in creature vocals, this really good. Michael Schwalbe. Like, if you happen to like Slay the Spire, virtually every single male creature voice, that's him. So if you like Slay the Spire, very popular. If you like Slay the Spire, and you like the creature voices, those are pretty much all him. He did like the vast, like nearly all of them. All of like the non-male, all of like the male non-verbal stuff, all of those like creaturey things, as well as like the shopkeeper and stuff. That was all him. All right, now I'm gonna take a piss, and honestly get more to drink because I'm kind of running out of drinks. All right, chat, we're back. Fuck, I didn't get something to drink. Fuck. Fridge. Awesome. Oh, all right.
Who's ready for some reading?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I hoped you liked that. Well, not the ads. No, but I was doing the thing. I was making cool noises, and it was like fucking. It was cool, and no one was there. Everyone was at ads. Fuck. Aww. Oh, fine. Who cares? I'll keep making cool noises. I don't know. There we go. Getting a little bit of it coming through. Getting a little bit of that Call of Duty zombie. And fun fact, doing that doesn't hurt my throat. Done specifically in a way that's very tension-free. Very easy. Yeah. That stuff's done in a way, again, like it's tension-free. It's very good. The only soreness that gives me a soreness in like the muscles for your throat that like if you like take a drink of water and then like tilt your head back, you'll feel your muscles like close up to like make sure it doesn't like all go down your throat without you actually swallowing it. It's like those muscles that are a little sore because they don't get used all that often. It's like if you started doing finger curls, you get sore quickly because you probably don't do finger curls. Granted, I suppose grip strength is actually really important to working out a lot of things. So actually, never mind. You should have decent grip strength. Strength in ye fingies. It's doubly important for me because I like to boulder. And you, shockingly, when you're climbing on things, you do actually want grip strength. Grip, core, upper body, lower body, they're all useful. All very useful. It's a full body thing, so I guess all of it is very useful. Tires out quickly too. You know what? I fucking promoted Michael Schwalbe. Also go bouldering. If you've never gone bouldering and there's a bouldering area near you, try it. It's fun. Very fun. Notice the alchemist is using all those mass squads to come with me to pursue the fleeing alchemist. And why are you the one delivering the order? What's wrong with that? We're still working together according to our agreement. Very well. Wait here while we muster the man. Fucking Jesus Christ. All these ads. I'm gonna need to fucking record my... I'm gonna need to fucking download a damn Minecraft parkour map so I can record my own shit. At this rate. You know what? Chat. I'm gonna start like downloading all of the old like Minecraft epic jump maps. If you remember those from a long ass time ago. Just fucking play them. Maybe just me, or maybe do like a fucking Hamachi land world with my Discord and fucking play those, and then we can have Minecraft parkour without all these ads. There's so many fucking ads. Crazy. Gracias. What is Javier doing here? No idea, but he's gotten rid of the warrior priest for us, even if he didn't mean to. When they leave, we can continue behind those tents. Be able to see us from any of the salt ships. I can see you become an expert at sneaking through our base. Hang on, we're almost there. Okay. Go on the deck first. I need to fetch something from the lab. Be quick. Is Thorns hag maxing, by the way, chat? Do the parkour while reading the story. That would get insane. Is Thorns hag maxing, chat? Is Thorns a hag maxer? A ship from the old era. Does he desire for the compass point toward the source of the calamity? The ocean? Where did I leave it? You. It's you who's been leading the raids. And it is you who's been repairing the compass. People always tell me to look for the good in others. The truth is, the truth always proves them fools. When we first met, I knew you intended to take the compass for your own sinful alchemical research. I was right. Yeah. There was all the thorns and Weedy shipping, but it turns out Weedy and Elysium are fucking, and Thorns is going after the old woman. Thorns is saying, shit, alchemical supplies and postmenopausal pussy? You got me. You got me stoked. I'm staying on this ship forever. The compass is no more. Still trying to scrape what's left of it off the transmutation table. That black mud? No, that's not the true compass. Ye liars have no purchase here. Must the Inquisition spill so much blood for each thing it loses? Ye know nothing that the compass corrupts the heart. Nothing more than a tool for sailing the seas. Sailing the seas, ha! Those who attempt to elude both the judgment and the reins of morality often seek out the thorny paths that few have walked, and distant shores that none have reached. Is it their accomplishments could offer sanctuary for their sins? Demas pregnant arc. Is that Elysium's actual name? Demas? I don't recall sitting. Harbor Natif,
feeding upon the remains of the townsfolk, assaulting a cleric at the Inquisition, associating with bandits who menace the town. Is that not enough? Pretext and framed crimes. And now ye begin to deny your sins. All who've sinned will desperately deny it. I was no exception, but I learned to accept my sins, and thus discovered the path of true atonement. My life was born from the evils of cannibalism. My very being is a sin. I'm unworthy of the liberation of death. But ye were once pure and upright, before desire corrupted ye. Ye have the right to die. I will free you. You're insane. I don't have time for this. Strange. Why isn't Isidro here?
It's alright, he must be somewhere on the ship, so everybody's accounted for. Just waiting for your orders, Senora.
Hoist the sails. We sail. The ship. Yeah, Juana doesn't know this lunatic is in here. Be nothing but trouble once the ship starts moving. Everyone involved in this fatal escape attempt is on this ship, correct? Got it. This is what it ends for all of you, along with the sinful vessel of the old era. The Alguacil's attacks are ferocious. All Isidro can do is defend himself. It's getting me nowhere. I have to do something. This is his own lab. There must be something he can do here. What does he do best? During the time he spent here, his most frequent creations were undoubtedly explosions of various sizes. Explosions? This calls for an explosion. Thorns? Finally, you were starting to scare me when you went back to the lab and didn't come back. I ran into someone from the Inquisition there. Thought we cleaned out the cabins. I don't know how he got there. He just came in all of a sudden looking for the compass and wasn't in a mood to negotiate. I had to blow up the lab to eject him from the ship. Him and half of the ship? Good work. Is there anyone from the lab left though? Anything? Maybe. Very well. We're going into Skeletal Reef. The ocean lies just beyond that. We might have one last chance to repair the compass before we arrive. Senor Silva! The Alguacil is still on that ship! We must come to his aid. No one could survive an explosion like that. But the Alguacil! I said no. Will we let his martyrdom go to waste, sacrificing the lives for the sake of the departed? But what if he's still... Aaron needs you now more than ever. Take the inventory of confiscated supplies and round up the prisoners. That is an order.
Steady, you're gonna snap the mast in two. You trying to crash the ship on the bones and hang us on them like dry like human jerky?
Full left rudder!
Full left rudder!
Damage to the starboard side, another hit from a seam blast, and the ship's going to fall apart.
Skeleton formations are getting denser. We'll crash if we don't steer this just right.
The eruption steam means we're close to the skeletal reef. I won't dare go in there.
But do we? The seam blast will punch through us like a hot knife through butter.
And then the Inquisition at least.
Boiling steam shoots out of gaps in the skeletons and tear the sails apart with terrible force. The thing is thrown in the air before crashing back onto the deck. The wheel spins wildly out of control. Gushing steam sends the ship crashing toward a massive skeleton more than a dozen meters tall. Juana says nothing, as if waiting for something. Weedy, you're an engineer! Do something! This is my first time on a Golden Age ship, never mind one that's been modified beyond recognition. I need time to figure out how it works. Do we abandon ship? We might survive if we jump right now.
Are you loco? You'll be impaled by salt fins in less than a minute.
Senora!
We're done for. No, we're not. You're all playable. Do you really think you could all die here? I made sure to specifically ally with playable characters for a reason. Juan looks toward the spinning helm wheel. If the ship were alive, its flesh would have been stripped away by a century of wear, leaving only a bare skeleton. And its once magnificent embroidered sail is replaced with a patchwork of fin skin. The helm stands proud at the deck's center. Juan holds the spinning helm wheel with her hands, as if steadying a dance partner meets a tournament with a frenzied rhythm. Pink black air whips around like seaweed caught in raging tides. It's been so long, old friend. La Conquista brushes past the massive skeleton, banking at a dangerous angle. Only by hanging onto a rope for dear life did the passengers avoid being thrown overboard. For decades, this heavy old ship has had to drift slowly behind other salt ships. Now, though, it darts through the bones, riding upon the wind. and once navigated through treacherous reefs with Juana at the helm. We're on course again.
I'm alive? Do I have all my body parts? Am I hanging off a piece of bone? You said you only needed me to put out a fire!
Well, figuratively, right? What's the situation, Thorns? How much of the lab is left? Wheaty's curled up into a ball having a panic attack. They stand in silence before the carnage. Or before the carnage. In carnage I bloom, like a flower in the dawn. Oh, I should have given the Algostil the Jin voice. I should have given him the fucking... In carnage I bloom, like a flower in the dawn. The like flowery, overly pleasant, pleasant and slow. When talking about murdering people. I managed to salvage the transmutation table. The outer casing is gone, but the output's stable enough. Now as for the probes, this is the only one left. Pretty worn, but still usable. Still have a little bit of alloy and originium scavenged from the antiques. Don't know if it's enough though. Is there anything I can help with? Your finger's as thin as a probe needle? A long rumble interrupts the conversation as Leeson places a hand on his belly looking embarrassed. At this rate they might be soon. We don't have much food on the ship. Let's go find some. I'm glad the boys are homies. Next read along is just only League voices. It's just me doing different League character interpretations. It becomes
Shurima, your emperor has returned.
Wait, let me see if I can.
Shurima, your emperor has returned.
Nah, not exactly. It would need to be a slightly different vocal texture, because it shouldn't have the rumble of false chords.
Because his ear speaks clearly. Shurima, Shurima, Shurima! Shurima!
The sun sets, the crew shivers in the cold night of the salt flat. We are how many away, by the way, from being done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we got 6 more to go, chat. And by the way, that video that I'm trying to get to about 2:10 is at 37 minutes, chat, so... We may be finished with this event, and it'll be about that time, hopefully. Sun sets, the crew shivers in the cold night of the salt flat. They practically turn the battered ship upside down to find an old pot, and some even older dried fin. Pot begins to emit a sliver of warmth. The help of Weedy's bionic sea dragon. Thank you, Weed. Thank you, Leaf. I almost called him Weed. Thank you. Thank you, my goat, Weed. My goat, Marijuana.
It's so cold. We've used up the wood we scraped up. Leaf will have to do as a makeshift brazier for now. It's only designed for warming hands, though. This is the best I can manage in terms of cooking.
Getting something warm to eat's more than enough.
I don't have much in the way of food or water, enough to last us 2 or 3 days at most. We have sacks for gathering rainwater, but the weather on the salt flats is unreliable at the best of times.
Couldn't we make use of the steam outside?
It's unsafe for drinking. It carries microorganisms from deep underground.
I could distill it.
Focus on fixing the compass first.
Anyway, our priority. Jesus Christ! What is with these ads? Again, I just put you back over there. Okay, is there any Minecraft parkour? No ads. Let's see. Can we find? They're all from fucking spicy sauce. Nostalgia scenery, no ads. There is an ad immediately, but that's not a mid-roll. You can't choose whether there's ads. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any mid-rolls. My goat, BB Switzer. My goat. Absolutely goated. Okay, we should have uninterrupted Minecraft parkour for a while. Man. Man, is something going on recently with the channel? Like, yeah, the stream with Uriel was one thing because I was really late and everything, but man, like literally no one here for this stream at the normal time. Do people not like me, chat? Did I get canceled? I get canceled without even noticing?
Was there ancient rain drama? And now everyone hates me? Quality of life update, true. Oh my god. Ugh.
Night on the flat is no joke. We're low on food and we've got injuries. Get too cold in your sleep and you might never wake up.
Really? Be over just like that? If you run into a salt fin.
It'll be fine. I can use my expertise to send it a message telling it we're here and to prepare to die.
How can he be so absolutely awful at reading the mood? Learn to live with it. He's the only one who could run his mouth in a situation like this. Look out! The conquista runs over a bone and gives a violent jolt, sending the pot flying with the food inside. Elysium leaps out to catch it, but screams as it burns his hands. Theater steps forward and thrusts his sword through the handles of the pot, saving their dinner. The heat from the bionic sea dragon is dissipated. The heating function just broke. Give me a second, I'll fix it.
Ah, it's so cold.
People are probably like doing summer things. Yeah. Be happy gas parkour? Maybe soon, maybe someday. I can synthesize something that emits heat. Shouldn't take too long. Save the materials for the compass. I'll worry about the heat.
I'm sorry. Can I have a little more blanket? I'm really freezing. Stop worrying about who's and who's. Everybody huddle up. Isidro, stop sulking over there and get in here.
Count your lucky stars. You get to snuggle up to a once-in-a-lifetime hottie like me. Hey, who threw a blanket over my head? Juana blocks the opening. Juana blocks the opening with her body. Teach helps Pasquale wrap herself tight, with only her face peeking out, grimacing from the cold. Yusim and Weedy are struggling to move their stiff fingers to pick up the food and put it in their mouths. Isidro wants to go back to the transmutation table, realizes that his frozen fingers are of no use when he picks up the probe. La Conquista sails aimlessly with the wind.
Where are we going?
No idea. Deeper in, I suppose.
We don't know where we're going? We don't know when those Finship creatures will catch up to us.
And if we don't know of, I'll freeze to death in my sleep, or if the ship will hit something again.
Got into her. I should be the first to find the warmer spot to lie down. Maybe steal our blankets when we're asleep.
It's just a child. Oh, little bitch.
She's asleep with a bit of a fever. If she's any useful herbs in her pocket.
I'm gonna die here. I wanna live my own. One last time. Big house, my bed, my blanket, my bathtub, my pretty clothes all lined up. All food I can eat, all money I can spend. Never get kicked out. Getting kicked out hurts so bad. Went from one end of the street to the other. I wanna go home. What a better life.
Thorns fans are fake? Probably. I mean, most Thorns fans are women, and we all know women aren't real. So you may be onto something, Rod. You may be onto something. The Thorns fans may not actually be real.
I wanna die. I'm not here.
I'm sorry, Weedy. I didn't think it'd be so dangerous. I really shouldn't have brought you here.
Don't worry about it. I came to help.
If we make it back to Rhodes in one piece, I'll give you a month's worth of pay. I promise.
No need for that. Go to sleep. We can talk in the morning.
Okay. Thorns, what are you up to? Fixing the compass. Otherwise, we'll never make it out of Skull Reef. The ship's shaking. I need to build an arts field of sufficient complexity to stabilize the core Zonix. Otherwise, the entire compass could fall apart the moment I try to disassemble it. And even if such a field is possible, any hand to carry out the rematerialization process properly. Slight trembling when etching a liquid originium circuit into the Carazonics could ruin the whole material. Plus, when tomorrow comes, I'm not sure if we could. It's no surprise he's tired. He's been learning the helm on the fly all day. He's never done anything like this before, has he? No, his training was in communications. Get closer, the temperature's still dropping. It'll be warmer if we huddle up. Carlita, do you want to...
Senora,
Yes?
Papa said you used to sail the seas. Is it really blue?
Papa?
Papa, you take me to see it. When I grow up, I want to sail the sea.
Carlita, you... Juana had told that story while holding young Teach in her arms so very long ago. Placed a hand on Teach's forehead. There are wrinkles on it now. Peach is a favorite too, Isidro. Do you have any herbs left? Let me see here. Quiet cabin. The sound of rustling punctuates the low breathing of the sleeping. You place a little pot and rack on top of the prepared bionic sea dragon and prepares to boil the herbs. Lana gazes at the bare bones interior of the cabin with soft eyes, seemingly recalling sweet memories. Puts the herbs into the pot. They make a soft splashing sound rocking along with the ship. Have you ever seen the sea, Isidro? Water bluer than the sky, waves foaming white, lightning striking from the clouds that seem like they'd cut you into. Lightning strikes from the clouds that seem like they would cut you in two. Will you sail out to sea with us, Isidro? You'd make a good captain. No. Fuck you. Wada's eyes glow in the darkness. Cold starlight shines in through the ship's frame. He opens his mouth to answer, but closes it again without a sound. There's a light in the horizon, the direction where they came from. Is their pursuers? Canvas, fin-hide, wood, relics of the Golden Age, but virtually no food or water. We were desperate. It always takes such dire straits for man to understand the value of order. Maybe. Subservience to order has brought you food, water, and shelter. Do not forget this. The misunderstand parley, they'll keep the agreement, man. Very good. I'll make a fine privateer. Who answers to me. Log the confiscated supplies, record the names of the bandits, then bring them to the abandoned houses on the edge of town. Take care not to draw the town folks' attention. Yes, sir! I want those ships of theirs that traverse the salt flat to be brought back without a scratch. They're the town's only hope. Understood. Senor Silver. Anything else? We tried looking for the alguacil. Found only a fragment of his clothing. I left it on your desk. Very well. I'll take it from here. I'll go. I wish to be alone for a while. Too cozy or anything sleepy? Well, you know what? It's still decently cozy because it hasn't gotten super hot out yet. It was pretty cold. It was pretty cold last night outside, so like things were pretty good when it came to even without AC, the heat, but it's heating up a lot again today. So it's gonna get unpleasant inside. God, I can't wait for Thursday morning when I can finally get AC back. It's been weeks. It's been weeks. In the summer, it's not pleasant. Quite hot as well. Rising for June. Generally, it's like August that's really bad. Anastasio. Thought you'd save us all. But you never cared for anything other than yourself, did you? A piece of cloth leaves soot on the desk that he had kept so pristine. Silver picks it up with 2 fingers and stares at it. Finally, he throws it in the fireplace and starts wiping the desk clean. Same way he climbs the rod of the clock tower every day, gazing upon this town that survived calamity, both natural and man-made. I forget what he looked like. Okay, that's what he looks like. Got the full drip. Of course, has to have the pink lantern. As all Inquisition members do. You don't care about this country, this town, or these people. That's why you'll never understand. From the most prosperous harbor to the poorest fishing village, every settlement in Iberia that survived the sea went on to collapse in the chaos that followed. Ours was no exception. I am the one who devoted half my life to this place, who saved it from the tragedy of cannibalism and the terrors of tyranny. I am the one who will bring it salt ships that walk the land, liberate it from this barren soil. All you can see, Anastasio, is your stubborn, archaic faith. You'll never belong to Aaron. Never interfere with Aaron again. My era. Legs driven by wind power through a complex transmission system. They were never meant to be land ships at all. Wind-powered walker. Genius. Shame that your woman had such talent. Handful of new ships, plus the ones confiscated by the pirates, will be enough to carry the entire population of Aaron. It's been decades. Finally, we'll be free of this salt flat that feeds no. There's events and gacha games, otherwise I can live without it. Yeah, I don't particularly like the heat, so for me, I'm not a big fan. And without AC, just makes that heat part of it that I don't like all the more present. Where did that sudden wind come from? What's going on? Is this house really that drafty? Couldn't even light a fire. A few small, tiny sparks fly out at the end of the match, only to be extinguished in an instant. Tiny flame sways in the wind, flickering light illuminating the darkness. His eyes begin to adjust to his surroundings. Oh yeah, it's this one. His eyes begin to adjust to his surroundings. And there's this fucking guy. He sees a face. God. Are you kidding? This guy said no ads. And like, it didn't show that there were any ads. Care for swimsuits. Bro, you just want to be special, Left. You just want to be special. Oh, you don't like swimsuits?
Go freak yourself, man! Go freak yourself! Fuck you!
Bloodstains, wet hair hanging feebly off the head like entrails, the face of a dead man. You, who started the explosion? How did you do it? What are you?
Another meeting. I was wounded walking the flat on foot to reach Aaron. He asked if I needed help. At the time he thirsted for nothing more than to aid me. Now, when he halted the clerics coming to my aid, when ye gleefully imagined my death, what was it ye sought? Ye were also corrupted by desire just like the others, no?
The Lord comes out of silver. He manages to grabs at the air as he collapses. He manages to pull out the drawer. Flower petals come out, covering him in them. Dried flowers, potted flowers, flowers that turn to dust. Flowers from a few years ago, decade ago, decades ago. Flowers that townfolk had offered to their House of Kador in gratitude over the years, all poured out upon him. Flowers. He hears the sound of a knife being honed before it comes to a sudden stop. There's commotion outside. His mother screams, screeching and beseeching, claiming that she was honing it to cut vegetables. He had not seen vegetables in the house for a long time.
You are safe, child. Madness has come over your mother, but we have her under control.
But the lantern, what is that he's eating?
Oh! No!
He screams hysterically like his mother, waving his hands wildly, trying to cover his own face. Fearing the clerics would smell the flesh, see the scraps by his mouth. He had been determined to end his sinful existence by death. Why, then, as he comes face to face with this kindly man of the cloth, would he strive to hide his crime?
I have sinned! Please let me die!
After a comedy special. Man, Summer Dorothy fantasy. Are you telling me that's not the Summer Dorothy's not a great? That's just face is the face I strive to have. What? The face from here? This look? You wanna have that look? Oh, bro was crying with his mascara on. Look at that. That's so sad. No, child, I will not judge you for trying to survive. You must live and atone for your sins. Sinners are myriad. We've walked the land helping those who cannot atone themselves and cleansing them of their sins. This you can do also. Only by this will you atone for your sins. Until one day the purest flower will bloom at your touch. Or some guy will die. That might also happen, you know? That could also happen. I think it's Summer Dorothy, I'm thinking of the image, yeah, the Dorothy in a bikini with the 5% opacity Ferdinand in the corner, just there. That did ruin that image when I first saw it, because now I can't see that image without thinking about it. Granted, who would jork to that image anyway? Or who even needs that when there's the proud American flag as proud American Rohingyas. So terrifyingly handsome. Well, he has very sharp features. He has very sharp features. You can certainly say that. What are you up to this late at night? I can see a torch from a mile away. Night watch? You forgot we're in a town? No salt winds barging into camp at night, and the roof above your head isn't getting blown away by a salt storm. I know, just not used to it. Room's too hot, the bed doesn't shake, can't sleep. Besides, something's not right here. That Calcificador Silver brought us here, but where is he? Probably just thinks he's too good for us. Townsfolk are still on their guard against us. That's why they brought us here at night and hid us in these abandoned shacks.
Aren't we people too? How are we different?
Give me the torch. For that different, I'll keep watch. You get some sleep. Need to get used to being civilized.
I see you still eating the jerky from your ships. Senor Javier?
Yes,
Yeah, man, jerky. This kitchen hasn't seen use in quite a while. It's never had it specially repaired. The utensils should be readily available. I hear that you've always wanted to be a cook. So why do you not cook when you finally have a proper kitchen? I just can't, man. Not today.
I can find the image, chat. We can find the image, chat. That fucking laugh he's talking about. We can find it. It should be fairly easy. Yeah. Okay, yeah, here it is. Dorothy, bikini, very nice. And then if you see, right, like kind of down in this area, he's there, very light, hiding in the thing. I think he's his keyhole somewhere. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you can see him hiding out in the corner. Roingus. Very, very nice. Very Roingy. Very Roig core. Very, very gerb coated. Yeah. That same artist also did this. And, oh. And they also did this. Very good. I don't think there's anything not safe for work on here, but I shouldn't show the page just in case. Alright.
What say, baby? That's America's gerb right there. I tell you what, that's America's gerb. And we love in America, we love science, we love gerbs, we love titties. Tell you what.
Whatever not? Is this still not enough? That was a weird. That one didn't come out right. You've always wanted to be a cook. Why ever not? Is this still not enough? It's enough, I saw you, and I've seen my kitchen tools my whole life. But why then? I insist on knowing, Senor Javier. When you cook, it's not the knife in your hand you're thinking about, but the people will be eating it. How can I cook when they aren't there? All your crewmates are here. If you mean the ones who obstinately continue to resist, neither of us need regret their poor choices. Ye have obtained so many things, precious things, a kitchen, food. Silver gave us this stuff, man, not you. Why, you the one preaching at me. Silver is dead. You killed him, didn't you? You killed him, didn't you, man? Fuck. I did. What about us? What about us, man? You gonna kill us too? No. You have to walk the very path I did. The path of atonement.
You get any sleep?
I wish. I could live with the heat and the bed not shaking, but my room doesn't even get a breeze. I felt like my face was gonna turn to stone.
Count your blessings. Look at the older mates. Wind's blown their faces right crooked. Enough to send people running off screaming. You're young. You got the chance to grow up into a real beauty.
I don't see any smoke from the kitchen. Is Javier still not cooking?
I'll talk to him.
Our clerics have searched every corner of your den. There was no compass. I guess it got burnt to ash. The key figures in this affair, the girl who stole the compass, the grave robbing cannibal, and the former leader, all have entered the depths of the salt flat with their ill-gotten gains. You want us to go after them? You know better than I how to navigate the flat, and you know the fugitives well.
How much are you paying?
Excuse me.
Work, you pay. Isn't that supposed to be how things work around here?
Oh yes, it is exciting, this guy.
Oh wait, that's the other bearded dude. But you know what? Because I like doing it, we're gonna do that for him.
I once certain, but now I serve a new master. The flat's got 1,000 ways to kill you. Massive sword fins, dozens of meters long. Could tear you apart just by shaking their heads. Skeletal reef is the worst of it. Steam blast there could punch a hole right through you. If we're risking our necks, need a proper bounty.
I don't think so.
Need a proper bounty.
Quiet, you fools! I'm sorry, we don't need.
What don't we need? We've only been here a single night. So how are we supposed to put food on the table without work?
Calm down, that's not what he meant. You see, Senor Alguacil, the caravans under inspection were carrying both coin and trade good. I have no use for such worldly possessions.
I knew they were I knew they were hiding the good stuff from us.
Wait, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. You heard them. You heard the mates. Do the work, get the loot. Now quit yapping and start moving.
Mustacio sees those before him as puppets of desire. Regardless of their intentions, he believes their desires will inevitably lead them down the path of evil. Much like the pits of hell, the greed of man is bottomless.
Are you an idiot, man? What do you think happened to Silver? Those conspiracies are above my pay grade. Best I can do is play the fool. There's no conspiracy, or Silver's dead. Anastasio killed him, man. You know, schemer, but a complete lunatic, and all this no one to keep him in check. Got a better idea? You know, the others see you. Your word as the leader isn't even worth a hot meal. Not that you're even cooking anymore. I can only defend you for so long, Javier. Fine, let's board those ships, man.
It's so bright. It hurts everywhere. You awake? You had a bit of a fever last night, but it's gone down. Have some water.
Pasquale sits up and takes the bottle Teach offers her. Bionic Sea Dragon is hard at work across the deck, carrying a wooden plank while flapping its wings. Juana stands at the bow, gazing into the distance. Trying to release him, twists his whole body. Creates a turn the heavy helm wheel. Some strange exercise routine. The high sun shines bright. Hurts a little bit.
I'll add a bit of water. 1 pouch per person, make it last.
Anything we can do? Anything I can do?
Glad to see you up and about again, Chica. Repair the hull and reinforce the mast. Process the food. There's plenty. Leaves helping out with the repairs. Let her rest a little longer.
No! After whatever that was yesterday, we didn't hit any skeletons all night or get run over by a salt bin. Now you need water to drink? I'm gonna do my part to get out of this alive.
Give me your hand. I'll help you up.
Yep!
Any thoughts on the event? I'm not honestly, I'm not honestly super high on it. There's like some elements that I've enjoyed, but for the most part, I'm not super high on the event. Is what I'd say. Here, your water, and your portion of jerky. We talked about it and thought it'd be best if you focus on fixing the compass. But you can worry about everything else. As long as we have that, we'll find our way. As for the rest, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. How much time do we have? According to Senora Juana, they'll catch up to us by tomorrow morning at the latest. That's soon. That's not nearly enough time to fix the compass. Just do your best. If you can't get it done, she said she'll risk the skeletal reef, compass or not. And this is for you. What is it? Modified communicator. It'll let us talk even in the most extreme environments. Okay.
Fin shit, I see sails!
Sails out west!
Sails out west!
You stay here. I'll go help.
I can see the sails! Increase speed! Catch up to them! Why do you become like, oi, governor! Increase speed! Catch up to them!
I wouldn't recommend that, man.
And
You can see the sails. And why not?
it's the correct heading. If we did, we'd only force them into the skeleton reef.
What of it? It's no place for mere mortals. Sure, maybe they'll die in there, but we can't get in either.
That's not right. That's the wrong guy.
No blame for mere mortal, man. So maybe they'll die, but we can't get in either. Irrelevant. Please reconsider, Senor Alguacil. The compass will probably get destroyed too.
That is not the concern.
I've sailed this outfit for decades. I know to stop a salt ship. At least let me try. It'll prevent a lot of needless deaths. Do not squander this chance, Senor Javier. He has very few left. Javier! Javier! What are you thinking? It's been years since we pulled off something like that. Let alone against Juana. I know it won't be enough to stop her, but forcing them to change heading is still better than herding them into Skeletal Reef. And if you fail, whatever's left of your authority will be gone. You'll lose control of the fleet. Neither will groveling to Anastasio help me to keep it.
So that the accents are melding together more. Not separating them is good.
Listen to me, man. One last time, maintain a steady speed with this ship and have another go to cut them off from the east.
Medium and not make it interesting. That's the potential. Yeah. Weedy, I feel like Weedy hasn't shown her disgust at this environment enough.
Are they down a ship? Did it hit a salt fin or something? No one taught by me would make a mistake like that. Flat land, no less. I shop. Every last one of those salt ships is faster than this antique. They easily cut us off before we make it into the Skeletal Reef. What happens if they do? At a disadvantage of both numbers and equipment, we won't stand a chance. Then we won't let them. The ship tailing us is going to slow down, is going to swing too slow and not even raising its flag. They want us to let our guard down, so another can go around in front of us. Do you really think I would hesitate to sail into the Skeletal Reef at this point, Javier? Full sails ahead. Set course for the Skeletal Reef max speed. They're accelerating, Senor Alguacil. This is far from the scenario you envision, Senor Javier. Raise the flag, man, to help of a ship and tell them to go full sail. And what of us? And what of us? I will take the helm. Senora, why are you turning? This is inviting them to open fire. If they do, they'll have to slow down to find an angle for their cannons. That's our chance to lose them. Got it ready! Sailors heave heavy balls made from salt fin dung into the cannons. Fire! Fucking kill them! Jesus Christ! Once again, Anna dances with her helm. The rudder carves through the salt flat, slicing its flesh, while the massive ship tilts and glides across the salt desert at an impossible angle. Salt cannonballs whistle past, landing only meters from La Conquista and spraying salt everywhere. The sails push the ancient ship toward the heart of the flat, where few have tread. Who needs to get off the weed? A rumble stirs within the salt cloud. Pascual appears through a blurry spyglass, trying to identify its source, only for a wind-filled sail to suddenly consume her view. The salt ship has disappeared from the pursuing squadron. Pascual puts on her spyglass with a jolt as the salt ship, trailing a billowing cloud of salt dust, barrels straight toward them. It's gonna hit us! Evasive maneuvers! Evasive maneuvers! Yeah. No, that's what they want, for us to slow down or turn. The mainsails of that ship are at the bow. It's not designed for ramp. Let them try. If they do, they'll never catch us again. Forward! The sound of canvas straining in the wind fills everyone's ears as La Conquista charges on, evading the salt ship's interception. For the first time in decades, it rides proudly at the head of the fleet again. Get out of your mind, Juana! You should have known that the moment you mutinied. Catch them. Javier! Fine, I'll take command. Full sail ahead! Javier stops giving orders. He knows no one will listen anymore. He passes through the crowd and climbs the ship's bow. He's a towering skeleton just ahead of La Conquista. The Skeletal Reef, labyrinth of bones, the pulsing heart of the salt flat. A realm of death where no mortal dares tread. Yet, La Conquista sails toward its valleys, dauntlessly, recklessly. Despite the constant bumps and jolts, Isidro's eyes remain fixed on the Corazonics, floating at the center of the transmutation table. Layers of art's energy fields have separated. Inside's glow, a metallic gleam. Even the slightest motion is reflected upon its surface through the needle of the probe. The rusted alloy has been successfully isolated, the newly added alloy has been successfully integrated. Now for the last step to etch a new originium circuit inside the Corazonics. I can't afford a single mistake.
No time to test the efforts of the circuit. We have only one chance. Steady. Steady. Another jolt sends the dismantled compass components. The table spilling onto the ground. With one hand holding the probe, he draws his sword. With the other, he stabs the cabin wall to steady himself. El Dominico del Mar. The pirates can fight in the wind and waves with this technique, and I can use it to steady myself amidst this turbulence. With each tilt of the ship, Isidro counters with the thrust of his sword. Soon the cabin is in chaos. A pot covers one of his feet, while a piece of canvas wraps around his leg. He pays no heed to them. The only thing he sees is the trail of liquid originium drawn by the needle of his probe. Almost there. Sweat runs down his cheeks and into his mouth. He feels control slipping from the hand holding the probe as his strained muscles verge on spasming. Did it. I did it. And all that's left is to insert the shaped Corazonix back into the shell of the compass. Yeah. Isidro forces his eyelids open through the blood and salt and sees the arts field beginning to go out of control under some kind of powerful arts interference. His probe lies on the other side of the cabin, the needle broken into several pieces. Components of the compass are nowhere to be seen except for the outer shell. Under the pressure of the overloaded arts field, the newly formed Corazonix begins to tremble violently. Thorns! Thorns! Uh-oh.
What did that Finchit Anastasio just do?
An Inquisition hand cannon. He fired it into the cabin. Regret any event that uses new OSD is good in my book.
Yeah, that's nice, but that doesn't like.
That's not like a writing thing. Just to make like the story better. Stay away from the alchemical equipment. It's out of control because of the interference from the hand cannon's arts energy. What are you doing here, Senor Juana? Who has the helm? Don't worry, it's in good hands. Teach! Where's Teach? She's over here. She's got a piece of broken wood stuck in her leg. Damn it, I can't stop the bleeding. Dorns, say something. Isidro opens his mouth, but his tongue does not obey. He forces himself to sit up. There's no time to think about how many ribs he broke. The transmutation table of the Corazonix starts to bubble as if boiling. A moment of hesitation, and the last Corazonix of Iberia, their only hope for survival, will turn to dust. He must retrieve it. Isidro looks around desperately, but sees none of the compass's components, not even a working tool. No. Isidro stumbles to his feet. He cannot feel his left arm, but can still move his right arm. He runs toward the transmutation table. The resistance from the arts field is much stronger than expected. It feels like putting his hand into boiling magma. His gloves offer no protection against the rampaging arts energy. Isidro quivers as the energy corrodes his arm. What are you doing, Thorns? There's the people behind him, and him putting his hand in the field. Did the CG look really nice? Yeah, they're pretty good. This is my Corazonix. My compass. I'm using my ultimate ability. The Corazonix dances in his palm, as though it has gained life. It flows through every gash and every hole in the arts energy left upon his arm. Isidro has gazed upon this substance so many times, seeking a connection with him. But now in this very moment, he understands it's become one with his flesh. Isidro! All hands on deck. I'll take the helm. Pasquale and Weedy take care of Teach. The Inquisition ship is catching up. Wake up, Isidro. Stand up. What happened to your arm? You have to be a sin in the world to make the Arter pirate ship look bad. Yeah, kind of. Or you can't draw. You're like me. Chat, sorry to interrupt again, but when you're a drinker of a lot of water, you know what that means. It's another piss break. To be slurping down that water, this just happens. You know what? We'll put the Minecraft back for this. You guys can have that. What a convenient time for me to get back. Well, biomes is something like where I do this repetitive. I mean, this one is, I think, had already multiple biomes. Chat. Also, yeah, Laffy, the thing is at an hour 16, so less than an hour, and then I gotta like pause it so that I can finish this out later today. Probably what I'm gonna do after I finish this is go to an Asian supermarket and grab some things, and then eat lunch, and then do that. Finish that video after that. Probably the next things I'm gonna do with my day. They're catching up again. Elysium, Isidro, can you still swing a sword? Mine broke, but I can pummel them with my flag. But who would use a flag as a weapon on the battlefield? Isidro grabs his right arm. The searing pain has not yet subsided. My left hand is all I need. I jerk off with it. Good. Look out, they're loading! The wind carries the cries from the salt ship behind them. Fire! We're still not fast enough. Can we make it into Skeletal Reef before they catch up? Even if we can't, I have no intention of stopping. But the ship's badly damaged. I only managed to repair part of it. That hit we just took went through half the hull. And took all Isidro's alchemy equipment out with it. Without the compass, how are we even supposed to get out of Skeletal Reef even if we make it in? Isidro can feel the corazonix pulsating beneath his glove. He may have lost an arm, but all is not lost. Oh, does he have like a really special arm? Oh yeah, that's a prosthetic, ain't it? Is this a C-Squad reference? Elysium said the line. Yeah. Who would use a flag on the battlefield? Isidro casts his eyes toward the skeletal reef. The bones littering the ground grow larger with every passing moment. 1 kilometer. Turning is no longer an option for La Conquista. Otto grabs the helm wheel with such strength that the wood creaks under the pressure. She leads forward, eyes fixed dead ahead on the terrifying skeletal reef, as though it is her prey. 500 meters. A sharp grain of salt brushes past her cheek, leaving a mark. Pasquale squints into the wind and salt, but can only barely see the massive sails approaching from behind. 100 meters. Microorganisms have dyed the bleached bones crimson. This land had never seen such vivid colors, even before the sea came. 50 meters. Steam gushes through the holes in the bones, powerful and dense. At the end is a crimson mist the color of blood spraying into the wind. 10 meters. All breaths are hell. La Conquista roars into the valley. Dozens of steam pillars blast out from the skeletons lining the sides of the canyon, filling the space that it occupied mere moments ago. They tear through sails like paper. The salt ship following in hot pursuit, monstrosity dozens of meters in length, is torn to pieces as though a toy. The mast dragged down by tattered sails lies across the gorge before the steam breaks in half, sending the pieces plunging into the salt. Scraps of wood blown fly into the air, forming a sharp, deadly rain. There's the ship crashing or going through alternatively. By the way, a rain? Crazy. Like me core? This is me coded? Their ship was destroyed by the steam. Holy fin shit, I'm alive! I'm actually alive! It's too early to celebrate. Salt dust is blown away by the steam, revealing yet another salt ship, trampling the carcass of its brethren beneath its heel as it charges toward them. Flag of the Inquisition flies high upon its mast. Yet it is Anastasio standing beneath it, whose presence commands more attention. You can use a poisonous blade without worries? Yeah. That would explain that. They've got guts, I'll give them that. Let this be their burial ground then. Hooks! Dozens of hooks fly towards La Conquista. Most fall harmlessly into the salt, but a few grab upon her hull. La Conquista's heavier than us. Don't try to pull it in. Let it drag us towards it. Board once we're close enough and take that ship. Taut ropes creak as both ships tremble. Sailors draw their weapons, sizing up the distance between the ships. Suddenly a spinning helm wheel flies out from the stern of La Conquista, snapping the ropes linking the two ships. Sharper-eyed sailors recognize it immediately. It's Juana! At that terrified cry, a figure in black leaps from the Conquista and lands on the salt ship. Have you already forgotten everything I taught you? You couldn't hook a baby salt fin the way you're tossing those. Bit like a baby ram. No horns yet. Yes. She wants to take our helm wheel. Stop her.
No, what I want is to jump on your ship and aura farm. Fight like a starving saltfin. No, worse. Hold that cutlass properly. What are you trying to do? Cut a steak?
Don't kill Juan, the man. All we need is the compass. Open your damn eyes, Javier.
She's here to kill us. It's us or her. We gotta kill her for the reward.
I was right all along. Ugh. I was right all along, Javier. You're just a little pet. Well, I'm not. I want to live. I want to live good. If you don't want that bounty, I'll take it.
Juana swings her helm wheel and to a charging pirate who falls to the ground in a heap. The rest keep coming with even greater fury. They just keep busting everywhere. Javier's left in the back. He grips his weapon tight but does not move his feet. It takes a while before he cries out,
I said don't kill Juan. All we need is the compass.
But I am going to kill you, Javier.
Quit giving orders, Javier. Who do you think we are? Kill Juana. Her head will make us rich.
I was right all along. You are Sigma.
as no one can shake their own shadow. Isidro turns around to see Anastasio standing behind him.
There you are. Farm up, my brothers. Attack.
Sir! Release him. Protect the helm with Weedy. Don't let them take control. Leaf, switch to attack mode.
How dare you kick away the waterproof boots I gave How dare you kick away the waterproof boots I gave Thorns? You think a communication specialist couldn't fight? Stay away from me with that stinking mop of yours! It's a flag, you scuttlehead! I wash it every week, or I at least try to!
You have very nearly killed me twice now.
Isidro, what the hell is he parkouring through now? That cave is crazy. That's a lot of lava.
Defeat none before me, none before I've accomplished. Why then do ye so earnestly seek my death? What is this desire ye have failed to realize because of me? This desire that's so much stronger than anyone else's.
I don't have any desires.
Impossible. All mortals are driven by desire.
What about you?
Myself, first and foremost.
If you're driven by desire too, then you have no right to kill people in the name of suppressing it, even if you're with the Inquisition.
The Inquisition? Nay. Once I wished for nothing more than that priest from the Inquisition to kill me and end my sinful life. But alas, he denied his own right to judge me, to execute me, and in doing so denied my right to die. Ye still have that right, Isidro, the right to an easy end.
I have no interest in dying. Not a single diamond ore in sight. True, not deep enough. Average cave after caves and cliffs. Least chaotic cave after caves and cliffs.
Maybe so, but you've been tainted by the strongest of all desires, no? Then you've already lost ye free will. Ye are compelled to sin. Ye simply cannot stop yourself. Why do you hide your broken right arm with that glove? Those controlled by desire always refuse to admit that the obsession will lead them to ruin. You cannot turn back. No one like you can. So I'll kill you to stop your sins. But before that, you shall first face your desire. Acknowledge it. Only by dying so you can die sober and fighting.
Anastasio's sword slices through the air with a piercing shrill, targeting Isidro's right hand. Isidro twists his body at a nearly impossible angle to evade, but the blade's tip still rips through his glove. Corazonic seeps out of the tear in his glove, turning into delicate ribbons that drift toward every corner of the valley. What's going on?
So, that is where ye have hidden the compass? I've watched over that anathema for so many years, yet not once have I seen it respond so eagerly to one's desires. Such powerful desires, Isidro, yet ye do not even know it.
If you knew the first thing about alchemy, you'd know it doesn't respond to desire, not mine or anyone else's. Under the manipulation of an alchemist, Corazonix leaves the compass and enters the natural cycle before returning to the compass. The alchemist deciphers the information it brings back. As its basic principle, it has nothing to do with anything as subjective as desire. Isidro has read too many alchemical tomes and listened to too many of Aulus's lessons. He could recite these principles backward and forward. He cannot help but ask himself, is that really everything there is to the compass, to Corazonix? Why did the Corazonix on his arm start drifting without any input from him? Does he not want to know what it's responding to? Does he not want to know what he wants? Distraction enough for Anastasia's sword to pierce his left shoulder.
What is your desire, Isidro? That the most powerful desire that compels you to kill me? Will you die as the puppet of that desire without even knowing what it is? Found her! She's got someone on her back! Get her!
Can't run. So heavy. Put me down. Go on without me. Asguala, you can't run like this. Look at us both. Drop me and run. No! What? I'm not letting go. Give me your blanket, your water, put me to bed. I'm not letting go. You stupid bitch.
We just hit something. The ship's drifting. I can't keep it on course.
Out of the way. Let me handle it. How? Trust in the liquid nitrogen cannon. But I may not be able to get the output exactly right, so keep your hand on the wheel.
You got it. Owen swords rattle. Saltfin hide armor clashes. A roaring sailor walks up to Juana. Our sailors pull their armor off and form a circle of flesh and blood. Inside the circle is Juana, and the sailor who issued the challenge. Juana's taken aback for an instant, then laughs as she understands.
So you remember the tradition. How could we forget? You taught us how to challenge the leader when we were kids. But now your life is worth big money. Enough to set me up for life. Come at me then.
Juana swings the helm wheel with a whoosh and slams it into the man's bare chest with a sickeningly dull thud. His chest collapses, and he falls onto the deck without so much as a gurgle and wheeze. But the others step over his blood, crying in fury as they rush toward Juana with weapons in hand.
Die! Ha!
Their sailor charges forward, but hesitates for an instant when his eyes meet Juana's. His axe slows for a split second, just enough time for Juana's helm wheel to connect first. The thing he sees is the pale salt filling his eyes, even as the lower half of his body clings to the deck.
This is no place for getting cold feet. A moment of hesitation is the difference between life and death. Who's next?
Another sailor steps up through the pool of blood, cutlass in hand. She seems a little thinner and frailer than the others.
Oh, if it isn't little Lomi. Hi, boss. It's me. What do you plan to do with the reward money? I got a daughter. It's all hers. Good, then come and claim what is hers.
The frail soldier gulps and swings her cutlass at Juana, who lands a blow first with a backhand swing. One of her arms hits the ground, releasing a spray of blood. Her other arm, however, continues clenching her cutlass.
Come, raise your weapon. We're not done yet.
Once again, she musters the courage to charge at Juana, but the heavy helm wheel finds her forehead faster. Leaving the frail soldiers and sailors pushed aside.
Stop. I'll do it.
Thought you didn't want us to kill her.
No, I'm your leader. No, I'm your leader. No, I'm your leader. At this point, what you want is what I want. And as your leader, I'm supposed to protect you, not to watch you walk to your deaths one by one. Stupid fucking ads.
Fuck it. It's not worth bringing it off and bringing it back on. Javier draws his weapon and wades in the blood.
You'll move, Juana?
You can put me down here. I'm feeling better. I can fight. These stupid medias. They're like saltfins that smell blood. I can't shake them.
You finally stopped! How many times have you taken what doesn't belong to you, you dirty little thief? You've got nerve to be talking here. Catch the thief and the bandit. Bring them back to the Inquisition.
Thief? What doesn't belong to me?
Pasquale picks up a fallen cutlass and charges the warrior priest before red with fury.
Blood-sucking fin shit! I could have lived a decent life until you people came after me and threw me out! How dare you assume I become immoral just because my family's fallen on hard times?
What's she going on about? She's gone mad! Kill her!
All I wanted that day was to go back home and get what was mine as a kid. I wasn't stealing. My abuela made that bracelet for me. What's wrong with taking what's mine? Who do you think you are? Branding me a thief. No matter what I did, no matter what I said, I even begged you. Begged you let me find a job in town and live a decent life. But you people called me a thief and kicked me out. Well, now I'm a thief. Are you happy now? Are you happy? Inquisition Fidget, you don't get to tell me what belongs to me or not.
Ah, we're flying!
Objectively speaking, the ship did in fact go airborne for a few seconds. I may have overturned the LN cannon a tad, but don't worry, I also have a smaller water cannon to help it slow down. Actually.
Going too fast! I can't avoid that bone up head. Do something with that cannon of yours.
I don't know if I can knock away a bone as big as that. Brace for impact. Oh, it's not fair. I just fixed the ship.
There's someone here! Didn't we just get rid of you? But I'll deal with them, Weedy. You fix the ship up. Again. Javier's blade meets the helm wheel with a dull clang that echoes through the valley. He feels his arms going numb. Hesitantly, he strings a few words together in gaps between attacks. Juana, what do you think you're doing?
Killing traitors.
No, Juana. If all you wanted was to kill us, you could have done so easily. Why hold to the tradition? You're trying to tell us to affirm our decision by facing with courage. Am I wrong, man? Am I wrong? Juana.
Javier, if you've realized that, why are you still holding back?
Pedro's left arm is shaking with pain. His sword's already left his hand. Under Anastasio's incessant interrogation, he finds himself overcome by even sharper pain. The dispersed Corzonex once again converges upon him, having drifted amidst the sea and salt. You ask what I want? I want Juana to sail upon the seas she longed for all these years. Alaska want to go to bed with full stomach. I'll wake up in the middle of the night from hunger. Want Weedy to go back safely to her research, and Elysium to make it on time to that concert he's been looking forward to. Yet all I see is how you people tear each other apart as you hasten your own demise. The guy doing the parkour just fell and had to fly, by the way. What a fraud. Who precisely did this tragedy begin with? Juana. She was forgotten the pain of the profound silence. She was determined to ride her doom, seeking thrills that live only in her memory. It was her desire that dragged Pascual into the abyss. My girl wanted nothing more than food on the table, was made to steal the Inquisition's forbidden relic, blinded by greed and promises of riches. And the rest of your fellows, when you say they wish their lives to return to normalcy, have you given any thought as to why they fell to abnormalcy? It was because of ye, Isidro. Juana's desire infected ye, and ye in turn infected more innocents. I know. People are affected by one another. Nothing wrong with that. Everyone I met in air and kept their head down and their windows shut. No one spoke a word to each other unless it was absolutely necessary. People thought he used a helm wheel as a weapon? Yeah. We all fall. Wait, did he fall twice? Oh my god, this guy might have to be killed. That'd be crazy if he's fallen twice. Maybe it's the teachings of the Inquisition, or maybe the trauma of the Great Calamity that's never faded from their hearts. I couldn't say. What I can say, though, is that no one should have to live like that. Sasio pulls his sword out of Isidro's shoulder. Carrying the red glow of the steam, the Corzonix returns to its place inside Isidro's glove. Once again, flows upon his arm. For an instant, you can feel the gushing heat of the entire skeletal reef converging upon his right arm. Go on, Isidro. If you finally decide to expose your true nature, then I shall hear your confession. As my mentor for a very long time, I thought the ultimate end of human interaction was consumption and assimilating, just like the seaboard. I'd be consumed by others just as I consumed them. There'd always be people compelled by someone else's desires, held hostage by someone else's decisions, ultimately losing sight of their own selves. Years before I joined Rhodes Island, did my utmost to avoid something like that happening. Oh, it's finally happening, by the way, Chad. I'm starting to feel the normal sore throat feeling. Which we lasted a lot longer than normal. These you know, techniques? Real shit. These things to think about? Real shit. Now, understand that the self I had tried so hard to protect was empty. Nothing there. And after earning some money, I lived exactly as I had as a vagabond. Wore the same clothes, ate the same food, stayed in the same places, did the same things. I didn't know what I wanted. Maybe I didn't actually want anything.
Is it not happiness to live as an empty canvas? Is that not true freedom? unlike your current self, the one forced to drag but more innocent souls into the abyss as you've done. One gave me the chance to leave, chose to stay. Neither of us regrets our decisions. If I need drag Elysium and Weedy this, I should give them a chance to leave or stay. If you want to kill them, I'll just have to kill you first. The sense is the once chaotic movement of the Corazonix becoming rhythmic. With each pulse of his arm, steam bursts from the nearby bones. It dawns on him. The Corazonix salvaged from the transportation table. It's now fulfilling its intended function while attached to it. It wants to lead his friends out of this deadly skeletal reef. It's guiding him by indicating the direction of the searing steam flowing through the bones. Hydro tears his glove off. The glowing Corazonix has filled every gash and hole that the art's energy had left upon his flesh. It is now as one with him. He picks up his sword with his right arm and points it at Anastasio's face. This event it does feel a bit bloated, I won't lie. Perhaps fair, Rod Jack, but more like bloated, as in it feels like it's longer than it has any right to be. Most Orc Nights events are quite long. But there was kind of a lot of stuff earlier on, and some of it even later. Feels like we're kind of going in circles doing the same thing. He's going super Spanish. It is him, the ancient one. El Trabajo, as they called him. Well, I really did it. Actually took him out. Need any help, Weedy? No, I'm done here too. As long as you don't crash the ship again. Sure thing, yeah. Oh, phew. I don't think I can ever ride a roller coaster again. Wait, Elysium, where'd all that blood come from? Did those bone fragments hit you? Blood? That's fine. Happy to take one for a friend. Thorns knows what he wants, then what can I do but support him? Well, at least let me wrap you up a little. What exactly does Thorns want again? Did he say? He can tell you himself when the time's right. Feels like a stretch? Yeah. I will say also, damn, like I feel like I never saw anyone like ship like Elysium and Weedy, but damn, after this event there have to be some. There have to be some. It's over, it's over. Oh shit, yeah. This is unlucky. Thorns and Elysium both called each other friends. Oh. Unfortunate. Shoutouts to Supa. This is his 9/11. I'm sorry, Supa. I didn't want you to find out they were straight boys either. I didn't want you to find out, Supa. I'm sorry. I don't want you to find out. But Elysium and Thor, they told me in confidence that I can't hide it from you anymore. I'm sorry. Elysium did indeed butt booty blast Weedy. Isidro, see, you wish to atone for your sins, but it's in the impact you've had on the innocent. To send them merely back to the old lives. This is an expression of your resolve, a reflection of your conscience. When they realize the end is near, many sinners turn to sob and appeals for their friends whom they have implicated. Alas, that does not mean they have truly repented. How does one who knows not of their own desire demonstrate the ability to suppress such desire, to atone for the sins thereof? No. It's you who needs to suppress your own desire. You who needs to demonstrate that ability. Naturally, I have always said the desire cannot truly be killed. And now the desire to feed upon the lives of others lives on within me, and I must suppress it. I'll cut off my flesh with my own hand and dispose of it. I'll demonstrate that I can suppress my thirst for it, if only briefly. Isidro can see the grotesque scars under Anastasio's collar. Marks of flesh that has grown back after being cut away. You said desire grows endlessly, dragging more and more people into the abyss? How many have you judged and killed with that pretext? Why do you think that you, and you alone, can suppress your own desires? Because death is liberation. Before being corrupted by desire, ye had lived an honest life, performed honest deeds. As such, ye have the right to be liberated from that corruption by death. But my life was a mistake from the beginning. My very existence is a sin. Were I to die, my pathetic existence would have held no meaning other than sacrilege. Therefore, I must atone. I must atone for as long as I can until I am consumed by desire.
a middle archive for event writers, which explains a lot of event writing choices. I could see that, but then there's some events that like I've said about Lone Trail. It's the longest event, but Lone Trail does not feel bloated. It's interesting. Everything's engaging. Like. This event just feels like we're beating around the bush. Not even with like, oh, we're beating around the bush with like an interesting side plot or anything. We're beating around the bush with just like the plot. And it's not that interesting. Mention the meaning of your existence. Are you really unworthy to die, Anastasia, or do you just want to live too much? Keep talking about your desire to feed on others, but isn't your most fundamental desire to keep on living? Be it self-harm or that judgment of others, aren't you just trying to make sure that your so-called sinful self can live on with peace of mind? Stasio's assault had slowed while listening to Isidro's confession. Now it intensifies again. Each time Isidro parries an attack, strands of Corzonex float up from his arm from the impact. If ye shall not confess, ye shall die.
Look out! Super medias cojones, fin shit! Don't you have an idea to save instead of coming after us? All for a damn compass nobody cares about. All I ever wanted was enough money so I wouldn't have to do this stuff. You think I like living like this? I hate it as much as you do. Why do you have to come after me? You have no right to judge me. None! Escuola! Escuola! Sorry, they aren't fighting back anymore. Stop, we need to move. Oh, Teach! Ow! Teach, hang in there! You pass out now, I'm leaving you out the next time. I better run a self-in guard for everyone. Oh, you're starting to talk like Elysium. Really? Was it funny? Do you feel any better? Let's find a place to hide.
You main player now? Yeah. Yeah. I feel like this event should be a lot cooler. We're desert pirates battling the Inquisition. And it's not all that interesting. Pasquale frantically digs through her pockets. There's many pockets, very little in them belongs to her, most was stolen. Finally she finds a few herbs, chews them into small pieces, then puts them into Teach's mouth with a trembling hand. Last thing Teach did before she passed out was protect Pasquale's head with her arms. Pasquale pressed her cheeks against Teach's arm, trying to feel her body temperature. Oh, she dead! Oh, she dead. She has lost so many things, but right now, this warmth belongs to her.
The last time I crossed blades, Wanda. Only one of us leaving here alive, and I'm the leader. If you're angry at that betrayal, take it out on me. And then what? If I die, let my crew must go. I start my life that they won't have a new leader, that they'll live their new lives however they want, man.
Javier, you.
Wanda responds with an even more ferocious flurry, the helm wheel brushed against Javier's back. He grits his teeth and swings the blade. Finds Wanda's forearm, cutting almost to the bone.
If I kill you, I'll take your head and earn the bounty. Share the money with everyone so they all live better lives. Ha!
Around Joel sends Javier stumbling backwards. Wanda leaps and the helm wheel falls upon it. Putting blood salt blood, Javier swings his fist wildly at Wanda. His weapon broke. Javier struggles to lift the heavy wheel off himself, but a punch from Wanda sends it back into the pool of blood. Breathing is thick and heavy. He tries to lift himself up once again, only to once again meet Wanda's fist. His vision grows red with blood. No strength left in him. He flails around the pool of blood, struggling in vain to stand up. Crushing where the helm wheel suffocates him, dislocating his arms and legs. He can no longer even raise his head.
You win, Wanda. Kill me. When I die, spare the crew. I'm the one who incited them. Kill me. End this.
Javier gazes into Wanda's eyes. He never had done so from so close. Enough to see his own reflection in them. He suddenly feels like he still has something to say. That day,
when you passed by my window, I was trying to bake bread for the first time. It didn't work out. It was black all over. I wasted precious food. No one would eat it, except you. Passed by the window and picked it up. You put it in your mouth with a big smile. You finished the whole plate. I was thinking at that time that I'd give anything to see that smile again. Anything. Javier closes his eyes and waits for the inevitable. Then we will find his neck and everything will be over. Congratulations, Javi. You won your duel with the previous leader. Now stand up and get back to your crew. Javier musters the last bit of strength he has trying to stand, but the floor is wet and sticky with blood. All he can do is crawl forward little by little. The sailors come, one after another, lifting their new leader from the blood. One who fought with them to the better end. Blood they shed and the deadly struggle mingles on the ground, with their shoulders together. Meanwhile, the Corzonix on Isidro's right arm pulses. Swings his sword. Behind him and dodges toward the right. Anastasio follows closely, his blade pointed at Isidro's throat. He knew that the boiling stream would gush out from a hole in the inside of the ship, stopping Anastasio's pursuit. Isidro takes his stance again. Sees how Anastasio's sword handle holding hand is scalded by the steam. It doesn't tremble in the slightest. The burns do not faze Anastasio. He thirsts for pain. Isidro thrusts into the steam. Anastasio's sword falls from his hand with a clang, but his handcan is now pressed upon Isidro's brow. Anastasio is silent. He will not say another word until he has pulled the trigger. He was forced back to the edge of the ship. There's nothing behind him but empty air. Once, you were just a pitiful child struggling to survive. And now, you become a killer. Ground his hands in blood on your so-called path of atonement. You're the only one who deserves death here. Isidro leaps. His handcan shots echo through the hollow bones of the valley. He sees Anastasio put the hand cannon back on his belt and close his eyes, though he had just been born again. But turns his head. The bottomless pit is right below him. The heat gushing within the bones resonates with the Corzonix on his arm, as the steam is about to swallow him. At the end, he looks toward the sky. Across the towering bones, through the heat wave of the steam, you can see clouds and sky, like the azure ocean, white waves from the stories. The ocean he wanted to see with his own eyes. Isidro falls toward the steam vat. There he is, fallen. We got 2 more chapters. Yeah, we got 2 more. I gotta get 1 more set of drinks. Make sure that we keep drinking. So another very brief pause. This is the last pause. This is the final pause we're gonna have. We're gonna grind it all out from here. All right, chat. Let's take 5 and reconvene to finish this shit.
Alright, chat. We're back. We're ready to finish this out. The video is up to 1:53, hour 53, so I'm very close to needing to pause that. And if I get it this time, I don't have to start all over. Okay. I found them! Over here! They're here! Raise your shields. Form up. Don't let her get away.
All this just for little me. Besides, why do you think I'm trying to get away?
Not the first time the Inquisition has tried to take Pasquale's life, but it's the last time she's running.
Bring it on! You wanna kill me? Go ahead and try!
He is no warrior. All she can do is dodge the attacks of the two of chivalry peace. Priest. Soon even that's becoming difficult. Nobody and clerics block the way in front of her. Find her as Teach, too weak to stand.
What a shame. I wouldn't give to hear those guys squabbling again. Guess that's too much to ask.
Hold on. Have you seen Thorns? He was fighting Anastasia just a moment ago. It's just Anastasia over there now. Stop, Elysium, you can't steer and use high-powered arts at the same time. Elysium! I have to find him. Sure, he's lived through way more lab explosions than he had any right to, but he's still flesh and blood. Even Sulfins have to avoid those steam jets if... We have to find him. At long last, he ended his suffering and brought salvation to the souls of those he tried to drag into the abyss with him. Timidly, hesitantly, Anastasia presses the tip of the sword against his own throat. No, ye are not yet worthy to die. 3 and 1 poor soul who failed to recognize his desires to the last. Not enough to atone for your sins. Reality lies before ye, Anastasio. Ye have yet to eradicate the blight of desire plaguing this land. Ye are not worthy to... Senor Alguacil, are you alright? I am fine. The group slay the remaining bandits and capture both ships. I will take one on myself. Chat, we're so close. If I can manage to get through one of these streams without like that traditional scratchy sore throat shit fully coming online, that's real. That's real shit. That's crazy. Knowing what are some signs that it's going to happen is also quite nice. Senor, you promised to pay the bandits. They sought the reward for me like a ravenous tusk beast. The saliva dribbling down their chins. Did ye truly think they could live honest lives in Erin after being paid for such work? Those kindness is but the worst cruelty. As you say, Senor Alguacil. Anastasia can hear the soul-wrenching cries and wailing. I wish you aboard the ship, kill Juana and end the struggle, but he does not move. It was an emptiness. Does not know what is missing. Isidro had taken part of him with him. Turns around to look at the vent Isidro had fallen into. One of the gushing steam answers him. White steam bursts into red mist. Anastasio turns around to leave. In the next instant, a flash of light cuts the steam open. Isidro emerges from it. Corazonix that had covered his entire body parts away to reveal his golden eyes. Anastasio sees something familiar in them. The eyes of one who thirsts to kill another, just like his own. Many people have told me things about Iberia and the ocean my entire life. Some say the sea is Iberia's treasure, some Spain. Others say it's the final destination of Iberians, the brave. Some told me it's people like me who destroyed Iberia. Others that survival depends on people like me. Some advise me to stay away from the ocean, live a normal life. Others tell me I can never truly escape it. My only home. Talked a lot about my desires. I admit it. I want to go out to sea. I want to see it for myself and conquer it. Then I will define what Iberia means to me. It means skibbity sigmas, by the way, just in case you didn't realize that. As he says these words, Isidro's sword finds Anastasio's neck. Anastasio feels both relief and fear at the blood flowing from it. His deepest sins flow out of him along with his blood. He is pure again. And he frantically tries to stop the bleeding. He's pure again, meaning he can live again as long as he stops the bleeding. Only the blood will atone him. Anastasio realizes his own paradox. He stops his motion and falls from the ship into the gap between the bones. I will go out to sea. Will go out to sea. No one can stop me. Put down your weapons and let go of the wheel! Delay them, Leaf! Do whatever you have to. Buy as much time as you can. Hit the gritty on him!
Can you hang in there, Elysium?
Yeah, for a little while. Attack!
You broke the ship again? I just fixed it! Get out!
No.
What if I put more texture on the fucking get out?
Like, get out! Like, get out!
Just add a little texture. Really make it sound angry. Demonstrative, even. Demonstrative of anger.
Wow, Weedy! George, you're okay! Dios mío, I can't believe I can see you again. You don't do that again. Did you break your arms? Legs? Strange, everything seems fine. Is your head screwed on straight? Well, I guess it never really was screwed on straight to begin with. How on terror are Weedy and I supposed to write our post-action reports? Whatever, just take this bottle of seasickness medicine. More stuff? How much have you given me on this trip? Besides, isn't it a little late for this? Oh, this one's different. It's extra strong. It'll come in handy. Throw the old one overboard. If the little one fidgets, tie her up. We need to learn how she stole the compass right from under our noses. And she had someone on the inside working with her. Don't move. I'll bandage your wounds now. Not one step forward. You bastards, the leader promised a reward. Why are you attacking us? It's the alguacil who has sentenced you to death. Vete la mierda. Everything you people say is this shit. Your leader's dead. Everyone's son fell from the ship. We can still carry out his will. How? Surrender, we can all go back to town in one piece. Don't, and we all die here. We just want to live normal lives. Would you rather die than trust us? Fine then, just try us, man. The surviving pirates raise their swords with their leader's cry. Not one warrior priest dares step forward. Out of the way, Athenis. I'll have the helm. I said I would take you all out of this reef. No, I'll do it. You're hurt. Besides, I have the compass. You do? My arm is the compass. I'll explain later. Basically, I can predict when and where each and every jet of steam is going to gush out. We'll make it. Excelente. Then we sail. Where are you going, Senora Juana? I can't very well let Javier and the others die here. They've already read the sail, man. Looks like they're leaving. Everybody who can move to your stations. This Inquisition is gonna watch? Move your eyes doesn't help, man. Follow La Conquista if you want to live. We'll all make it out of Skeletal Reef in one piece. I saw a long sigh of relief when the last jet of steam could no longer reach them. Some sit on the deck, some lie down all exhausted. Finally able to relax, Juana starts stomping around the deck. Finding a spot that sounds hollow, he picks up a cutlass and pries open the planks, revealing a crate of rum. Naturally, no one else would ever find my rum. We're not that far from sea, Javi. It'll be hard for the salt ship to turn back if it goes any further. Get some rest here. Isidro and I will draw a map of the reef steam vents so you can sail your way back. One moment. What is it? I don't want to force anyone into a life they don't want. If anyone wants to go with you, I won't stop them. Whoever wants to go with Senora Juana, this is your last chance. If you do, get aboard La Conquista. The rest are coming back to town with me. Going out to sea and still thinking about that. With no supplies and a skeleton crew, about food and water, materials for repairs, medicine, weapons, it's loco. Why even bother at this point? She's out of her mind, sailing to their deaths.
Are they? Are they really going out to sea? Now, Javier,
Like I said, it's your choice, man. I won't say anything. I don't want to live a life I don't want, so I won't force you to either. Choose, man. The sun's about to set. Crowd goes quiet in parts of the two groups. You follow Juana towards the edge of the deck, but turn around quickly.
Hey, Mano. Listen, I got a package in my drawer. There's a pocket watch inside, some money and a letter. Can you take the letter to Abby in town? If you do, the money's all yours. Just make sure she gets the letter, okay? Tell her to wait, cause I'll be back with a big pile of coin.
alright, you said Trying to go into this voice repeatedly is difficult. You said Ami.
Abby, the redhead.
Red Ami. Gotcha.
You're not coming? Don't you want to see the sea? I'm just so tired. My back's bad these days. Can't even sleep in a hammock. The bed we had back in town, it felt so good. Guess this is it then. Adios! Juana leaps upon La Conquista, followed by the sailors who elected to go with her. Javier takes another swig of rum.
Adios, man.
The two ships ride with the wind, sailing across the salt flat at a leisurely pace.
Take care of Teach. Not so young anymore and might need to lie down for a few days, but she should be fine.
You're not going to Senora Juana?
Nah, why the heck would I do that? I'd rather have a good life with a lot of money. Going out to sea sounds pretty rough if you ask me.
They had their backs this whole time, I was sure.
Because Juana promised me a lot of money. A lot of money. Which will help me meet new people and find ways to make even more money.
Wait.
Save your breath, I'm just a dirty little thief after all. You won't change my mind with a few words.
Okay, good luck. Hope you find what you want and live a good life.
Thanks, Pelirito.
Esguala pats the salt up for herself and jumps on the rope net linking the two ships.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Maybe I'll be rich next time we meet. Elysium. Elysium?
What is it?
I was talking to Senora Juana and Thorns. They want to go out to sea, but the ship's taking a beating. So I'm gonna stay here a while and help with repairs. Getting to work with the frame of a genuine Golden Age battleship, plus a bionic transmission system designed by Senora Juana herself based on Sulfin biology. It's fascinating. Besides, I want to see if my research will be of any use on this ship. How about you report back to Rhodes Island first? I'll be back once I'm done here.
Will you be okay by yourself?
Well, if we're short on food and water and comfortable bedding. Well, we're short on food, water, and comfortable bedding, plus the only way to bathe is to wipe yourself off with salt, but nothing a dedicated researcher can't handle. I won't kill myself. A small price to pay for a chance to study a fascinating subject. Besides, I have leaf with me.
Alright, hope you find what you're looking for.
I'll get on with my blueprints then. See you at Rhodes Island.
You too.
My goodness, look what they did to my ship.
Don't say that. We didn't work so hard to patch it up. You'll make me cry.
You really don't know when to stop talking, do you?
A truly handsome man is away with words. You preparing to set sail, Senora Juana?
What's this now? Concern for me?
Had brushed with death together, ate dried sulfin together, even slept under the same blanket. Least I can do is bid you farewell before you go. Buen camino, Senora. If we meet again, I'd love to hear all the stories of your adventures on the high seas.
Not a problem.
We're on the deck. Elysium sees Teach is finally beginning to regain consciousness. You awake, Senora Teach? I'm going back to town with Javier's group. Came to say goodbye. I feel like once Wheaty's done with the whole repairing the ship thing, she will never come to she will like never want to come to back to Iberia again. She's gonna be so dirty.
Huh.
Thanks, sonny. You know, I've come to admire you a lot, senor. You remind me of my own captain. Hag. May safe winds take you out to sea. You may find battles against wind and waves that you seek. Thanks, Chaval. Oh, and one more thing. Well, Adita asked me to give you these herbs. It's best when boiled, she said, but can also be chewed and swallowed directly if water's in short supply. Gracias. Dios tried the deck until he has no more goodbyes left to say. He walks up the rope net, linking the two ships, and sees a figure standing at the bow of La Conquista. Old buddy. He waves at Isidro from a distance. Adios, amigo! The salt ship sails off slowly. On the deck, all is quiet as the crew watches the people they know gradually become smaller. A few rush up to the edge as though they've changed their mind and wanted to jump across the other ship, but are forced to stop as the distance between them grows. They each watch the other go further and further away. Look over here, the Master La Conquista. Man. Atop the mast, Juana lifts the hems of her dress as if stepping atop the setting sun. The fading light adorns her dress with a golden glow. With a golden glow? Wind lifts white grains of salt from the ground like blowing snow. Oh my god, her dress is adorned with a flamingo. All eyes are fixated upon her dance, both on this ship and the other. They look up in silence. The ships sail in opposite directions, with only a few eyes glancing at the sea of white salt before them. Sunset growing closer or further. Anywhere they go, till the figures on the ship have become as small as grains of salt. Truly is with a goopy glow. And there she is, damn, she got drip. Wait, damn, did she have heels on the entire time doing all that crazy shit? That's wild. Everything's made of bone. This is very cool. All the way up. There's like arm and chest ornaments all the way down to part of the shoes. Bone. 2 weeks later. This is in fact the only intel soldier left. Man, the rest taking damage with the plane salvageable parts. The blueprints along with notes on the operation. Here's the map of the salt flat.
I'll take everything. Just think of the time we'll save if we can travel straight through the salt flat. Name your price.
Here, man, gold doubloons only, no credit.
Deal. Here you go. Is this enough?
It looks alright to me, man.
Well then, who'll be going? Have a good day, senores.
He doesn't even hesitate, man. The waits for too little. 1 second.
Oh, is something the matter?
Gets up and climbs up the deck by rope. Man, I want to keep this helm wheel, man. How much? I'll pay you back, man.
Helm wheel, of all things, the most important part of the ship. Well, if you want it, I'll part with it for this much. Now, don't give me that look. We had a deal. It's my ship now, right? The honest business here, it's only a question of whether you think it's worth the price.
But never mind, then.
How unfortunate. Well, I have to do business with you again.
Man, sailors, man, roll call. Here's the cash from selling the salt ship. Everyone gets an equal share. Do whatever you want with it. Man, here's your share, Roos. What, man? Not sure what I want to do with it. Make a choice, man. It's not hard. I wanted to live one of stability, then you turned out to be just as loco. So I figured we'd never have peace on the Rio. And I'm in this town looking at the folks here all thin and gaunt. Their eyes like dead fish. So what peace looks like? If I go anywhere else, how can I live a decent life? And I've only ever been a pirate. Gordon left, but I admire Teach. She's just a few years older, but she knows what she wants. I saw her make up her mind to go with Wanda, even though those injuries. I wouldn't have had the guts. Forget about me, what about you? I'll go somewhere else, open a restaurant? That's what you want, man. I'm going to finish this smoke and get going. Who can say for sure what the future lies, right, man? Yes, who can say? Hibbity. Javier watches as the white sail of the salt ship disappears in the distance. As does Russ's silhouette. Puts his own share in his pocket and walks down the road.
How much for this?
1 silver piece.
Not this.
Same.
Hey, that's not half bad. Well, this, and this. Put them on my car, the one behind me.
Sure thing. Where you heading with all this stuff?
I just bought whatever I wanted. What's wrong with that?
Well, nothing at all. Just tell me you want anything else and I'll load up for you.
That's more like it. Clothes, accessories, trinkets. It's like I'm missing something. What?
Yeah, crazy, right? How was I supposed to know it turned out like that? Good heavens.
Yeah, that buckle on his belt looks pretty nice and shiny. The metal or gemstone, I want it. I want it so bad.
I went on the road and decided to dig it up. I thought I might fetch a few coins. I'm a buyer, I can't believe it. I haven't noticed it's right there. Can you believe they offered that much? I said I've set you up for life. Is that why we're heading that way?
Got it.
Yeah, we'll make it big in Colombia.
Make it big?
So let's go, and the buckle falls back onto the man's belt.
What do you mean, make it big?
Whoa! Were you eavesdropping?
I wouldn't have said anything if it were anyone else, but you look pretty smart to me. Cut above the rest, you might say. Which is why I mustered the courage to speak up. Here's my fare. It's a long way to Colombia, so why don't you tell me more about it on the way?
Are we really going out to sea, Senora? Can't believe I lived to see the day.
Of course we are, Perlita. We're heading out to sea.
Incredible.
Juana brushes her windswept hair and looks behind her.
Now we have nothing left, Isidro, but my mind is set. Will you be coming with us?
Senora Juana, will you be my first mate?
Well, alright then, Captain. I'm ready to. Seems my old friend's a little grumpy. Let's see if we can cheer her up. Suppose
suppose the new energy system's a bit much for a decades-old transmission core.
We knew we already went back in a modified boat. We had to fix it ourselves. What materials do we got?
Isidro, what's in that bulky bag you have there? Things Elysium gave me. Not sure how helpful they'll be. We'll open it up and we'll find out. It opens the back of the content spot. Wanna teach them before I examine them. Vitamins? Certainly useful at sea.
So are the radio equipment and waterproof boots. These tools will come in handy with the repairs.
Oh, Elysium set the homie up. He set him up for success.
Wholesome homie moments. The homie don't even gotta be there. Just setting the homie up. Wait, oh no!
Oh, he forgot.
It's okay. It's just 2:14. Okay, I missed 4 minutes. I can fucking add. He's cool. Michael's cool. I can just ask him if I missed anything in those 4 minutes. Or I can, I don't know, fucking try again some other time. But that's fine. I'll leave it there for now. I missed 4 minutes. Whatever. God damn it.
Looks like we owe him one. None of these things would be easy to find out here.
I'm taking these two might be able to fix the problem.
By the look on your face, I take it you didn't know. Did he hand you all this on the day we said goodbye?
No, we didn't say goodbye that day. He's been giving me things from time to time since a while ago. He stuffed everything into my bag. He knew. Even before I did.
Of course he knew. He's your best buddy, isn't he?
Excellent. You ready then? We can set sail. Hey ho, we're sailing. We're sailing.
Let's go, Captain. It's time to set a course.
There takes the spyglass from Juana. Grains of salt stir upon the flat like white waves. He soon turns his eyes from that false sea to the sky on the horizon, to that one little streak of bright blue. Standing on the bow by himself, he reaches out with his arm and waits for the whirling light upon a point at the way. Realistically, I can straight up put this like MP3 or whatever into fucking Vegas and then just cut it to be just the section that I missed if I want to. Just make sure that I can listen to that. So it's not really a big deal. Just the media player itself is annoying.
I love Windows Media Player, so it's not terrible.
He stands on the street, putting his palms together. The last speck of stardust has disappeared. Darkness takes over once again.
The fireworks is over. Is it time to go?
Let's go. Time to go home. Huh. Onlookers disperse. The crowd that gathered because of him have left him again. Giving no answer from him, Juana steps forward, the Teach following behind her on the front deck. By one, the sailors gather, trying to see what their new captain soon. The crowd forms around Isidro. Those who fall behind have to strain their necks and force their way through. What is it, Captain? What do you see? Have you found which way to go? Where's the sea? Are we sailing in the right direction? Isidro does not answer. His entire attention is focused on his arm. Why is it spinning? How long does this take? Where are we going? Where will we go from here?
Patience, patience. Our captain will tell us the answer. Now, which way do we go?
At his question, the light on his arm converges, pointing toward the horizon straight and firm. He longs to sail toward the boundless ocean together with his friends. Thus, the Corazonix points out the direction for him. Sailors cheer, and rum is spilled. Over yonder! The sea! All eyes are upon Isidro.
Give the order, Captain.
The sailors already have ropes in their hands. Juana's hand is on the helm, waiting for his command. Isidro takes a deep breath and takes in the eager eyes gazing upon him. Filled with hopes and expectations, burdens that he's no longer afraid to bear. He feels the wind of the salt flat. His shoulders are light. Ahoy, sailors! Anchors away! Hoist the sails! We sail out to sea!
The sea! Hey ho!
Anchors away! Hoist the sails! High winds roar, our clothes are torn. Rain drowns our drunken ears and lights our hearts ablaze. Ready, ho, sail forth! 1,000 ships break port.
I will wrestle the waves, I'll sail the winds, I'll fence the lightning. I want to find the treasures buried in the bottom of the sea, or the shiny gold. You know, I've been thinking, We all came together because we want to go out to sea. So would we split up again if we had different ideas? You're thinking that far ahead, Suval. Whatever the future holds, we're together now and we're going out to sea. So stop thinking too much and grab that rope.
Got some rum for you, Captain Isidro. Say something. Isidro stands atop the bow. He can feel the air growing moist. It's an exciting feeling. Into the distance. Oh. Thank you, Windows Media Player. Very cool. What's that familiar sound? Nene, Nene, you're alive! Aw, are you coming out to sea with us? Oh, my sweet baby! Oh no, she's a fucking dog mom. Trail of blood leads from the steam to the depths of the boundless salt flat. A cold tongue tastes the blood in the mouth. Broken limbs keep crawling, driven by a powerful desire that lives on without its master. A short distance away, an appendage breaks through the salt layer, wiggling toward a sunlight it has not seen for many years. And a second, third, it's another powerful desire without a master, compelling the light emitting organ to reach the sun. So trying to gain the sun's light. All he wants is to live on. All he wants is to live on, by whatever it means in whatever form. Broken parts of man and seaborn struggle, wiggle, hungry devouring each other. We'll walk this land in perpetuity. I assume that's the guy, that's Anastasio. And alright, yeah, that's it. That is it for the Thorns Altar event. The first like truly like new event that we're reading, like when it comes out together here. Not bad. Certainly not bad. Certainly not bad. Although honestly, not spectacular either. Relatively middling, especially by Arknight's event standards, which are decently high. I think overall I have I'm actually curious, how many events do I have left to read? Well, let's look right now. I have this thing pulled up. We'll see how many more I have to read. Light Spark in the Darkness is 1. Ideal City. Where Vernal Winds Will Never Blow. Fortis de Escapimo, So Long Adele, Black Forest Will's a Dream. That's 6. And I think that's it. Okay. I'm midway through Invitation to Wine, so it's about 6.5 more events. Out of like 40, though. So we're close. We are indeed close. But yeah, chat. That is honestly all for me. But yeah, with these new techniques, knowledge of what some straining things to look for and what it feels like, I made it through a whole one of these. A sore throat. Via understanding anatomy. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks everybody for showing up. I'll see you guys later. I gotta do some errands.